And we are live officially. What's going on, guys? Happy Saturday. Hopefully everyone's having a good weekend. And if anyone's watching this on a replay, comment down below, let me know, and let me know your scent of the day as well, too. So yeah, test 1, 2, 3. Hopefully my mic and everything is working perfectly fine. Let me change this really quick, though. Yo, we got Bro Sense in the house first here. What's going on, brother? Hope you're doing good, man. Let me see. Sure here. There we go. Got that set up. He says his scent of the day is Declaration Cartier. Nice citrus balm fragrance. Man, Cartier is actually a house that I haven't really actually got into, to be honest with you, but I really should check out some of their offerings. I have heard some good things, but I know one of them I tried, I was not a fan of. All right, let me see. Try this. And I think I have music playing in the background as well. We got Joe from Canada. Welcome to my stream, brother. How you doing today? I think that's the first time seeing you in my live stream, man. So welcome. It's always nice to see new faces, of course. And I'm going to try to do these live streams maybe like once a week, like every weekend, like I've been doing, I think the past 3 weeks now. Bro Sense says try them. Which ones would you recommend? Probably the Cartier that you recommended, Declaration, your scent of the day. But what about some others? We got Pat in the building as well. What's up, y'all? What's going on, bro? How you doing today? What's everyone's scent of the day as well? Mine today was actually, scoot back really quick. My scent of the day today was actually Tom Ford's Costa Azzurra. Man, this stuff just smells like vacation to me, guys. Like somewhere fancy, tropical. I just get that kind of got like a driftwood dry down in there as well, but done very, very nicely. So that's what I'm rocking today. Even though I did just recently spray on a brand new fragrance I just got in today as well, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. Joe says, thank you. Yo, Joe, man, what are you wearing today, bro? Yo, of course, we got Tyler in the stream as well, man. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Pat says, how about the Patty the Batty, Hunter? Man, Patty the Batty got it done. Him and Molly, Meatball. Yeah, man, they're on a roll, especially as a team. They're doing really good. But how about that main event was another flop, just like last weekend, man, with Brian Ortega. It's so unfortunate when the main events just flop like that. Within a couple minutes of the first round, something bad happens. I was really looking forward to that fight. Polo Cologne Intense, nice choice. Clockwork we got in the house as well. What's popping, my guy, man? Nothing much, just kind of chilling on this Saturday evening. Nothing much going on, so I decided to hop on and talk fragrances with you guys, of course. My favorite thing to do. He says, hello, what's going on, bro? Hey, let me know if you guys can hear the music playing in the background and if it isn't too loud, because I'm trying to kind of work on that. Fantastic submission. Yeah, man, it was. And that was the first time he was ever finished as well, which is impressive. And he did rock him a couple of times too. What are some, all the UFC fans in the live stream, what are some fights you are looking forward to coming up? Definitely curious. And what's everyone's UFC favorite fighter too? I know that's not fragrance topic, but oh well, we'll talk about anything in these streams. Yeah, it was a bummer, man. I know, man, for sure. I would have been so upset if I would have like traveled to London, came for that event, and it just flopped like that. I posted a link to the live stream on Instagram. Awesome, man. So hopefully we get some new people in here to check out and talk fragrances with us all. Got a nice little community going here, which I love. Gucci Memoir and Ojan. Awesome. Did you actually like layer those together, or you were like Gucci Memoir in the morning and afternoon and just sprayed on Ojan in the evening? Because honestly, man, I do not layer my fragrances. I just never really been a big fan of that. But there might be some good layering options that I could be missing out on. What's your favorite Zaharoff fragrance? Deontay Wilder says. Hey, Deontay Wilder, man, what's going on, bro? My favorite Zaharoff fragrance is probably Nexos. I love that tobacco honey vibe in that composition. It just works perfectly. And it's a phenomenal like fall winter fragrance. I actually wore that for my Christmas scent of the day one year. That's how much I like it. Isaac's in the house. Yo, what's going on, bro? Hope you're having a good Saturday, man. I am just kind of chilling here, drinking a Bang, trying to get some energy in me. Is anybody else fans of Bang Energy? This is by far my favorite energy drink. It has like creatine in there. And it just works wonders at waking me up. I'm rocking Julie Has a Gun, not a perfume, layer with some Y Le Parfum. Huh. That's really interesting. I do own Julie Has a Gun, not a perfume, which is actually very surprising because a lot of times when I wear that one, I do get some like pretty good compliments from it. And then also some people just cannot smell it at all. And so it's a weird fragrance. Hey, yo, no live stream. Sorry, not in the UFC, Matthew says. Hey, man, not a problem at all. But yeah, welcome to the stream, Matthew. I appreciate you, brother. I see you always on my Instagram and stuff like that. Brosense says, hey, Tyler, I'm tagging you in a video of 5 fragrances to put in compliments. Hey, Tyler, man, you got tagged, bro. You got to hop on the YouTube scene and start making some content, brother. Hey, man, Tyler is really knowledgeable when it comes to like Guerlain and Acqua di Parma. So if anyone has any questions about those 2 houses, definitely check with him. Favorite fight of all time, Randy Couture. Oh, the classic Randy Couture, man. Awesome. UFC just isn't really the same as it was back in the day. I got to tell you that, though. Now it's all about who's like the most popular. They get the title fights. Like Conor McGregor lost his last 3 fights, and he's going to probably get a title shot soon, which is just crazy. Favorite Louis Vuitton fragrance, Raymond says. Honestly, Raymond, I actually have not tried any from the house of Louis Vuitton that I recall. I have had some colognes and stuff like that. And I like, I think it's lemon nenicide or something like that. Is a very good ginger fragrance. At least the clone. So I'm obviously assuming the original is good too. I got Nexus last week. I also own a Scento, and I really love both. Dang, man. Good choices with the Scento and Nexus. Do you like Herba Para? That's also a very good fruity one too. Looking forward to Hamzat and Diaz, actually. Pat says, yeah, man, I'm actually looking forward to that one too. Hamzat obviously has a ton of hype behind him. Who do you got in that fight? Do you think Diaz can pretty much stop the hype train, or do you think Hamzat's going to roll through him? Because Diaz has been on the downfall lately. Thoughts on the Guess 1981 line, Jordan Kelly says. Guess 1981. I haven't smelled Guess fragrances in quite a few years. I got to be honest with you. So I'm not the best guy to actually answer that. I think I might have smelled that maybe 5 years ago, but I don't recall. What's up? Your opinion on Louis Vuitton Ombre Nomad? Oh, man. Honestly, Ombre Nomad is a fragrance on my wish list that I would love to try out because I love rose oud combinations. And obviously, Louis Vuitton is a hyped up brand now, getting up there with even Tom Ford Private Blend. So that's a house I will be checking out very, very soon. Make sure you post a link so I can hop on here in a few. Yeah, man, Tyler's going to be joining us here soon as well. So I will be posting a link here in a moment. So anybody that wants to join the live stream, just talk fragrances, answer some questions, stuff like that, you are way more than welcome to it. So yeah, remember that. Hunter, I'm tagging you as well. Awesome, bro sense. I'll be sure to check out that video. I think you said, what was it, top 5? I forget what you said. But I'll check it out. I love doing tag videos. I haven't done one of those in a while, though, so that would be awesome. Definitely down to do that. To me, Nautica Voyage smells better in the fall and winter. Nick says, wow, that's interesting because I know that is obviously more targeted towards spring and summer, but hey, it might work for that as well. Let's see. Ozone was one spray. It's so strong, but I heard it was reformulated recently. Yeah, man, I hate reformulations. I got to be honest. Hold on one second. Let me mute this really quick and check. Okay, yeah, Tyler did tap me on that. Let's see here. Clockwork says Bang is disgusting. Really, man? You don't like Bang energy? What's your favorite energy drink then? I love Bang. Favorite Bang flavor is black cherry and vanilla. Yeah, that is a good one. Definitely a fan. I've been liking Ghost Energy recently. Man, I know Bang Energy's cotton candy gets a lot of hate, but this is the one I pull for most of the time. This and Blue Raz and Star Blast is good too. But yeah, this is my drink of the night. And since it's 8:30 p.m. or 8:40 now, that's going to keep me up pretty much all night long. So hopefully I can crank out some videos and stuff like that after the stream. Yo, we got Ross in the house, man. What's going on, Ross? Welcome to the stream, brother. I had a great stream with you last weekend as well. Definitely chatted up fragrances for like 3 hours. It was crazy. Nick W, best rack store finds. For me, best rack store. I have a story about the rack store today, actually. But the best finds was Terre Hermes Eau Intense Vetiver for $20 a 200 mil, which retails for like $200. I also found Mancera's Hindu Kush as well for like $60. And those are like the last two that I've gotten, which was pretty impressive. Tyler says, hey, Roz, only Usman can stop Hamza. Man, you think so? I think Colby can also stop Hamza, to be honest with you. But Hamza is a beast, man. He definitely is. But Colby Covington, dude, I think he would stop him, man, honestly. Colby Covington would be the champ if Hamza, or not Hamza, but if Usman was not the champ, Colby would definitely be the champ. He's my favorite fighter. I know a lot of people hate him, but man, you got to respect him, dude. He's an animal. Ross in the building. Yeah, he is, man. Pat, I love to see Diaz get the W, especially with a nice submission, but I think Hamza might streamroll through him. Yeah. After he goes through Diaz, if he does beat him, then he's probably going to get a title shot against Usman, I would imagine. If Usman can beat Leon Edwards like he did before, so which will probably happen. Sponsor Tyler, Tltg reviews. What's up, legend? Yeah, man, Ross is a legend in the fragrance community for sure. All right, I'm going to post up. I know Tyler wants to join. Let me post these up here. I did post it to my Instagram as well. All right, copy that. Let's see. Have you tried Dunhill Edition? I have not tried Dunhill Edition, to be honest. Is it any good? Yo, Pat says, what's up, Ross? AM says, I have over 30 frags from high-end designer to niche, but I'm reaching for a Versace Portal this summer more than anything else. Hey, I respect that, man. Versace Portal just works. It's kind of like a dumb reach, perfect for the high heat weather. So that ain't a bad choice, and I'm sure you get a ton of compliments with that as well. That's the thing, man. There's always a time for designers as well. I wear a ton of designers, even though I have some of the highest end niche fragrances that you can buy. Designers still work. I'm not a niche head or niche snob, people like to say. I definitely do rock designers a lot. Ross Carlos, did he open tag it? It is open tag. Okay, so yeah, I think he tagged you as well on that, top 5. I tried Dunhill Edition. Tyler, what's your thoughts on Dunhill Edition, man? And here is the link as well if anyone wants to hop on here and respond to some comments with me. It's originated from Randy Fragrance Dude. He tagged me and I felt making it open would probably be a good move. Okay, I think you're talking about some kind of tag videos. Hey, everyone, is the background music a little bit too loud or is it good? Can you still hear me good? Definitely want to make sure of that. What's up, Carlos? I just did your signature-worthy tag video. Awesome. Everyone check that out. Bro Sense. If you're not subscribed to him, go check him out, man. Make some pretty good content as well. Check it out a little bit. What's your favorite designer fragrance? Deontay Wilder says. Favorite designer fragrance? Put me on the spot like that, man. All my fragrances are my babies, so it is hard to choose. And let's welcome Tyler to the stream. Yo, Tyler, what's up, brother?
Oh, not too much.
Welcome to the stream, man.
Do not ask me my opinion on Hamzat and Diaz. You know my rule.
Yeah, you're not you don't pick sides, huh?
Nope. I am down the middle, neutral. That's how I judge the fights.
Yeah, I mean that's a good way to be, man. That's why I said you would be a good commentator for UFC because you had to be right down the middle, not biased.
I would love to do that. I would love to sit next to Joe Rogan and take John Anik's seat.
Now, who's your favorite commentator for UFC?
Oh, I'm a big Joe Rogan guy.
Yeah, honestly, man, I like Dominic Cruz. I think he breaks down.
Dominic, he is good. He's got that cockiness to him that I do appreciate.
Man, who I don't like though is Daniel Cormier. I just feel like
Cormier is as dull as paint drying. I agree.
Yeah, man, I'm glad you agree with me on that. Let's see.
But you were asking me about Dunhill Edition, and it's okay. It's nothing to scream about, but it's okay.
Would you recommend me picking it up?
If you can get it for cheap on a discounter,
yeah.
I wouldn't pay more than $30 for it.
Yeah, Dunhill is a house that it just really never piqued my interest, to be honest.
You can get a lot of Dunhill for cheap. You get a lot of Dunhill.
Yo, we got Deontay Wilder. He said, "What's your favorite designer fragrance?" You got one?
Here's my scent of the day.
Oh, Gentleman Givenchy.
Yep.
Isn't that have a ton of iris in it?
Mostly known for its pear note, but yeah, it does have iris in it.
I need to check those out too. Props to you, Ross, for putting me on the Legend Spirit. Have many signature, but I have rocked that one insanely. Yeah, that's it too.
Legend Spirit is one I haven't tried. I would like to try it.
Isaac says you should do a video with Jen Scents. I mean, dude, I would be down, man. That would be an honor.
Ash has what, 6-figure subscribers? So
yeah. Matthew says, "What music?" Hey, do you hear music in the background? Is it playing?
I don't hear any music.
Yo, we got Ross in the house as well. He's joining.
What's up,
yo, Ross?
Hey, Ross.
Welcome to the stream. Let me fix that.
Yeah.
How's your night going?
So going pretty well. So you might automatically have the music running if you check your settings where it says banner or whatever.
Yeah.
Custom. If you go down, they have music you can loop with StreamYard. Because I hear it. Because I got headphones on, so I can hear it.
I'm hearing it now.
Okay, yeah, I was wondering about that.
Do they have some music playing? Because there's like 12 options or something like that, and you can adjust the volume and have it just loop and play nonstop.
Yeah, it has music playing. I was wondering if it was too loud or you could still hear me.
No, it's faint. Like I could barely hear it, and I got studio headphones on. Okay. But I could hear it though. So for people that are just like watching on their smartphone, they probably can't even hear it.
Awesome, good to hear.
But anyways, how's everybody doing?
Doing pretty good, man. Just kind of hanging out. Decided to hop on here like last weekend.
I was in Joe's live, and I wasn't on screen, but I was chopping it up in the chat for a little bit, and then I saw you were coming live in a little bit, so I said, I'll stay by the computer for a little while.
I really appreciated Ross that you talked about Prada Lunarosa Carbon giving you olfactory fatigue, because it happens to me every time I wear it.
And the funny thing about that, I'm glad you bring that up, is I get so many, it happens so many times a day. I get comments from people complaining about this doesn't last, that doesn't last. Like I've been hearing it about Afnan supremacy, not only intense from people. I don't know how many, if either of you have tried it.
No, I haven't.
No, I haven't. No.
It's ridiculously strong. I've heard people say that Intense Rapoise is weak. I go nose blind in like 20 minutes to that. And then 10 hours later, I'll get a strong whiff of it. You know what I mean? It's just some of these scents, you don't realize how quick your nose wears out to them. It's not just specific notes. Sometimes it's a combination of things that'll it just overwhelms you. Some days will be good days and some days will be bad days. But a lot of these fragrances, especially these, like the ones we just mentioned, the Mancera and Prada Carbon, you don't realize just how strong they actually are. And they sometimes get a bad rap from some people writing these reviews on Fragrantica and places like that.
Yeah, no, last.
So
I had a question. Any of you had any experience with Tom Ford for Men? Because Tom Ford for Men, it smells so weak to me. It smells so weak. Like,
and it could be the fragrance. Like I'm not trying to defend every fragrance, but there's a lot of fragrances that are notoriously strong. And some people just have these, I don't see what y'all are talking about. I can't smell it in 30 minutes. It's usually olfactory fatigue. You know?
See, like, I don't know how you test fragrances, but for me, what I usually do to test like projection and performance is I'll usually spray like 1 or 2 sprays on the back of my ankle, like down there, far away from my nose, like 6 feet from my nose, so I can get a feel of how far it projects and how long, you know? You know,
yeah, there's a couple different ways that I go about it. I spend a lot of time around my wife. I use her to help me gauge a lot of different things. And as far as sillage, that's just something I test on myself, because I'll usually have something going on top of the forearms and bare chest, and I'll mix it up. Like if I got it on my bare chest this time, the next time I'm testing it, I won't, and I'll just have it on my neck. So I'm constantly getting it from different angles to see what type of wafts I get randomly at different points of the day. It's one of those things where I actually take the testing process pretty serious, almost to an OCD type of level, because I want to be as accurate as I can with my experience when I discuss it, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
See, AM says, I want Hawthorne, but don't want to buy $385. Best discount or fine PDM. Wouldn't you be able to find it on Aurora Fragrances, I believe?
If they have it in stock. Aurora's got some really good prices. Perfume Empire, their main store is on eBay, though. That's one of my favorite places to buy from on eBay. I've been buying from them for 5, 6, 7 years, something like that. They're a really good seller.
Yeah, I'll have to check them out, too. I never heard of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's like the main. Them, Forever Luxe, which Forever Luxe has a website, too, and like One Perfumes, eDiscount Perfumes. I've referenced them a lot of times on my channel when I do online shopping videos and stuff like that. But there's some really good sellers that have been around for years on eBay that you can get really good. They're probably some of the best prices out there on the internet.
Wow. Especially
they're legit.
5 years. Yeah, they're definitely trustworthy.
Mm-hmm.
See, Jordan Kelly, what are our most complimented fragrances?
Dylan Blue and Guerlain Homme EDP.
I've never tried Guerlain Homme EDP, but I'm looking on Dylan Blue.
It is Guerlain Homme EDP is my absolute favorite.
For me, nothing ever works like Invictus Aqua 2018 works for me. It's something about it.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the combination of how it smells off of my skin plus the mood it puts me in, because it's not just about smelling good for somebody to want to tell you smell good. You got to look approachable.
That's true.
And Dylan Blue is deceptively strong. I mean, I can be in the shower like 9-10 hours later, and I can smell it in the shower.
Yeah, that's another one that'll wear your nose out pretty quickly.
Yeah.
How about you, Hunter?
Mine is actually YEDP. People just love that one.
Yep.
It just works.
All known compliment magnets.
Yes.
Montrese, man, what's going on, bro? Welcome to the stream. Are you going to be able to join this time, man? I know last weekend you tried, but
they tried. Afnan Silver is beast mode. Look, I have it right here. I put it in my 10 because I haven't done 10 cheap fragrances for life in over 2 years. I had a couple people recently like, man, you need to revisit it. You bought a lot of cheapies in 2 years.
Yeah.
So I did, and this actually took Club de Nuit's place. I prefer this over Club de Nuit Intense Man. I actually did a battle video this morning on them. It's just, I know it's been around longer, and I'm late to the party with it this year, but it's just so well balanced. The quality's better, and it's $26 on Amazon right now. I mean, it's such a good fragrance, man. It really is.
Yeah, I have seen that bottle. You said it's like a Aventus DNA, or? Yeah,
this is a straight up copy. This is the same exact note breakdown. This is Afnan's Creed Aventus clone, but the one I referenced earlier, Supremacy Not Only Intense, is the newer one. It's an X straight. It's a black currant bomb. It's very leathery, heavy oak moss. Some people say they get more hacivat. You still get a little bit of hacivat. Well, hacivat's technically the right way to say it. Hacivat and aventus, but it kind of does its own thing because there is no pineapple. It's apple, black currant, and bergamot, if I remember correctly. There's saffron, oak moss, stuff like it's not any of either hacivat or aventus's note breakdown. Yeah. It resembles both of them, but kind of falls somewhere in the middle, and it's ridiculously strong. And the quality is even better than this. It's like their higher line to this, because this is a Supremacy fragrance. They have Supremacy in Oud, which is their newest clone for Oud for Greatness. And then Not Only Intense, which, like I said, kind of falls between Nishane and Creed.
Is that a Middle Eastern house?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been falling in love with Afnan lately. They make some really good stuff.
Yeah. Sounds like it, especially for the price. Compliment.
Hard to beat.
Gave my bottle away.
I agree, Montrese. The smell is fantastic. I love the smell of Tom Ford for Men, but it is like 2 hours on my skin tops.
Oof, damn.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's not good.
I've never tried it. I've wanted to try that one and the extreme version. I've never tried either one.
I haven't tried the extreme. I wonder about it too.
You find Guess Noir in the rack stores.
Yeah, I saw it yesterday at Burlington, or day before yesterday, whenever I had went. I went today at Marshall's. It was a joke. I started recording. As soon as I got to the fragrance section and saw the one cheap ass, I don't even remember what it was, and a little 4-pack of Calvin Klein fragrances, I put my phone back in my pocket. So never mind.
I got a story about the rack store today, actually. I was at the I popped in TG Maxx in Burlington, right?
You've been going all week, or was that just one day and you're splitting it up?
Yeah, I'm splitting it up.
Because I've been seeing the reels and I'm like, God, he's going every day.
Nordstrom rack. And man, I was at Burlington today. I was looking at the fragrances, and I ran into another frag head, right?
Mm-hmm.
He was asking me, am I finding anything good? And we started chatting it up. And he said he has over 200 bottles. I was like, what? Really?
That's a frag head.
Exactly. Talking to stuff like that. And I told him about YouTube. He's like, yeah, I watch Tltg reviews.
That's what's up.
No joke, man. I told him.
And then that's when you're supposed to say, well, you should be watching me.
I told him he might go live tonight, so hopefully he'll hop in here.
Hopefully he jumped on. Hopefully he's here. If you're here, say something.
I went to TJ Maxx last week, and you'll like this, Ross. I actually saw Original Penguin Original Blend.
That's my favorite one.
I love that one. That
is
so good. I have all the original Penguins, and to me, the only one that I don't think is worth it is Ice Blue. I just don't get that.
It's very generic, aquatic shower gel scent, but it's one of those that after a shower, I haven't worn that in any of the Nautica stuff in a while. Like I used to heavily wear them out the shower. I just have so many that it's like, I'm not wasting sprays with other stuff. So I just assume wear it at night, even though I'm just sitting around at night. Yeah. I'm going to spray something anyway. Might as well be something a little nicer. So I kind of got away from spraying those, but I'm with you. It's very generic, but my favorite is definitely the original blend.
Yes. Original blend is great.
I actually haven't smelled anything else that smells like that. That bitter orange kind of suede, woody type of smell. It's kind of unique.
And for $15, you can't beat that.
Exactly.
Let's see. Bruno says, what do you guys think of Prada Lunarosa Black, that Angelica Monster Bomb Powdery?
So do you guys smell Play-Doh when you smell that fragrance?
I've only smelled Prada L'Homme Intense.
Mm-hmm. I
haven't smelled Lunarosa Black yet.
So Lunarosa Black, the Angelica that he's referencing, it's heavy on the Angelica. And once, sometimes I've said this before, like about the Vicks Vapor Rub with Leighton. And once you hear these certain things, it's stuck. It's there forever. I'm going to do that to you on Prada Lunarosa Black. It smells like Play-Doh, for those of you that remember Play-Doh when you were a kid.
Okay.
So I don't know I know Hunter's not my generation, but Tyler, how old are you?
I'm 35.
So you're my generation. I'm 37. So you remember Play-Doh.
Yeah.
And that distinctive smell. Now, granted, it doesn't stay the whole time. It turns into this beautiful powdery amber. The dry down's gorgeous on the fragrance. But when you first spray it, when you get to smell it, now you're going to be expecting Play-Doh when you smell it. I'm sorry if it ruins it, but it's actually oddly attractive. It doesn't smell bad, but it will since you've played with Play-Doh. You'll remember.
Have you smelled Nightcap? Original Penguin Nightcap?
I do. I have that. I have Reserve. I have Rocks. I have Ice Blend. I think I have them all, actually.
Yeah, I have them all. And Nightcap reminds me of Stetson Black.
Oh, that's a good comparison. Yeah, it kind of does.
It reminds me of Stetson
I used to have an aftershave of Stetson Black.
Once I first started smelling it, I just cannot get Stetson Black out of my head.
Oh, and one other thing I wanted to touch on, I kind of got sidetracked. We started chatting about other things. The tag that Tyrone was talking about, I didn't start the tag. It was I left it as an open tag. So have you watched Randy, Fragrance Dude, before?
Fragrance Dude, no.
Yeah, Fragrance. It's like Oud with a D on the front, a lowercase d, so Fragrance Dude. Very clever. He reached out to me. He was starting the tag, and he asked me if it'd be okay if he tagged me and everything. So I did it the next day, and I just went ahead and left it as an open tag. And Sam Broom already jumped on it. Apparently, Tyrone jumped on it. I got to check that out later. But that's one of the beauties of leaving it open. Is anybody that sees the video, I say, if this sounds like something you want to do, your tag, by all means. It's easier to spread the tag that way, and you don't put pressure on any one or two people and say like I'm tagging the channel for my buddy Hunter over at Fragrance Hunter, and now it's like the pressure's on because we share viewers, and they're like, hey, are you going to do the tag TLTG tag Jen? So I like to take the pressure off and just leave it open.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea to do. But you said it's a top 5 what?
It's a top 5 signature scent worthy fragrances for men. That was what it's an easy tag. It's something it's his first tag he started. So he didn't want to do anything complicated, or I guess technically too creative and original for fear of people not wanting to do it, I guess. Yeah. Because when you start a tag, you want something that's going to catch on, that people are going to want to do and people are going to want to watch, And that's one that never gets old, because a lot of people watching don't want a 200 bottle collection. They might only want 2 or 3 fragrances. They're just looking for opinions.
Exactly. Unpopular opinion, affordable designer cologne smells better than the expensive ones. Yeah. I mean, sometimes that could be the case.
Yeah.
I echo your sentiment. Sometimes that's definitely the case.
No. The price of a fragrance does not mean it's going to always smell better.
I have smelled $100 fragrances that just did not work for me, but an original Penguin $15 one does. So.
Yeah, there you go.
I can find joy in something that you might be able to find for $10 versus something that costs $500. I can find joy in a lot of different. I just love different scents and variety and trying different things. You know.
Yep. Same way. Wearing fragrance to bed, yay or nay? That's definitely a yay for me. What about you guys?
Absolutely.
Cologne de Perfumer from Guerlain.
He's got a specific one.
He got a bedtime set.
Mine was
Versace the Dreamer. I love that one.
And see, because of the lavender, it probably helps soothe you. That's what I was going to bring up. If I need a little something extra to help me, like say I'm still kind of wound up and not really as relaxed as I'd like to be to go to bed, something that's lavender heavy or with a tea note to kind of soothe and bring the mood down. I'll go for those specific types of scents in the event that I need them, because it does provide an aromatherapy to relax you.
Yeah. I actually love Prada Black. Yeah. A lot of people do. You're not for me. Played with Play-Doh and Born 95. Okay, so that's more of my range.
There we go.
Wood Neroli smells like a rainforest. You talking about Banana Republic or Neroli Woods?
No, that would have been Neroli Woods. Wood Neroli is the Bulgari one. Bulgari, excuse me.
I have all the penguins, every last one. They are cheap but good.
They are.
I mean, if you're on a serious budget, unless you tell people it's a $15 fragrance, they're not going to know it's a $15 fragrance, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Our Moth Club Denouille has that sticky patchouli with lemon that gives it out vitamin C tablets vibe. Smell when you freshly open and open it.
I can't knock what he's saying because I get it. I get it.
I just think it smells good.
It's oddly attractive because really, if you were to sit there and break it down and compare it to literally every other fragrance that isn't a synthetic heavy fragrance like this, it really isn't that good of a fragrance, but there's something about it that's just so attractive, especially when you get into the dry down.
That's true.
Yes.
Copy Drew Room's in the house, man. What's going on, bro? And
shout out to Dave.
Listen to him. Everyone smash that like button. Let's go. Get those likes up.
Thumbs up.
Man in Black smells like seasonings.
Dave, why aren't you clicking the link?
Exactly. He's calling them out. TLT
Going on, Eric.
Hey, Ross, Jim R. Did you try it, Tom, of Finland from Edit Libre the Orange?
So it's Italie d'Orange. Got to practice some of these. So you can. That's why I had to correct myself and say Bulgari. Because some people would be like, that's not how you pronounce it.
Gotta sound fancy.
Yeah, Hunter.
So I've never tried Tom of Finland. I haven't. I've seen the bottle. I've seen the note breakdown. Is that one of the more challenging ones? It's 07 suede, milky, powdery, and masculine. I might actually like that one. That kind of, based on the way you're describing it, kind of reminds me of Soul of My Soul, one of their newer releases that I have. That's very musky and suede, and it's kind of creamy.
How was I'm Trash by that house? Is that good?
I've never tried it.
No.
I only have 4 or 5 fragrances from them. There's a ton that I haven't tried.
Yeah.
Mikey in the house.
What's going on, Mikey? Yo, Montrese, I see you keep trying to join, brother. I don't know if it won't allow me to accept you for some reason. It says you don't have your.
That's weird.
It says something about no camera and mic setup.
It said that last week too.
Yeah.
That was the issue last week.
Yeah, I want to get him on here, man. He has like 8 backups of bottles and stuff like that. It's just crazy.
I wish we could get it figured out to where he can get on, you know?
Yeah, hopefully we'll figure it out. Eric says
he's been trying for 7 days straight to get on.
He'll get it eventually, man. Price difference in designer size niche, or is it all marketing BS?
So it does factor in, but there is a lot of markup, even with top tier oils. It all comes down to, are you using things that are stock? How large of a mass are these being produced for cost down on per item when it comes to atomizers and stems and caps? And all of that factors in. I mean, I've been involved in the process. That's why I have a little bit of know-how with it. I mean, it wasn't my money, but I'm involved in the process, you know. It's one of those things where I think we touched on this last week, you and I, Hunter, about Raja Parfums Diaghilev.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It doesn't cost $1,800 to make, but the prestige and the exclusivity of it with actually the blend and the quality of the ingredients, if you can get it, you can get it. But I can assure you it costed a fraction of that to create.
Oh, yeah. The most expensive thing about fragrances is usually the presentation.
Exactly. If you have your own bottle molds,
Yeah.
like I can tell you right there, that's an easy, depending on the bottle mold, that could be $100 grand just for a mold, not counting getting, you know, 50,000 pieces of glass made from the mold. That's just to buy a mold and have it created by whoever does that kind of stuff, you know.
And then like with Roja bottles, most of the time they're gold plated too.
And those are actually stock bottles.
Yeah.
All of them and Nishane, all those bottles are stock bottles. They just make them their own. So their presentation costs, yes, they're adding print and these specific, you know, die cast labels, and they have cool caps, and all of that adds to the cost, but there's no original bottle mold. So that saves some of the cost.
Yeah, Herbert, it did catch UFC today, man. That main event was an absolute flop, but he pivoted, got it done. That submission was sick. Hey, Ross, are you a UFC fan?
I don't watch it as much as I used to.
Yeah.
Here and there. Now, if Connor ends up coming back and gets his ass whooped by the next person, I'll watch that, I'm sure, because he needs to stop. It's kind of like Goldberg coming back to wrestle. There's a time when you need to stop.
Yeah.
Yep.
I agree.
I definitely know that reference.
Mm-hmm.
Bulgari Man in Black versus Acqua di Gio Profumo, which is longer lasting for masculine young alpha males.
Well, I mean, in my experience, Profumo lasts a lot longer, but they're completely different scent profiles.
Yeah. The crazy thing about Profumo is actually in the straight to parfum. A lot of people don't know that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it just flat out says parfum. Because once you hit 25% oil concentration, you're in that pure parfum, extrait de parfum, pure perfume. There's so many ways to say it, but it's a parfum concentration once you hit 25%. And I'm sure that's all it is, because you would start losing a lot of that freshness if it was like 30-35%. It would start wearing too heavy. So I'm pretty sure that one's closer to 25%.
Like these parfums.
Yeah, that's a 50%. Like it's those authenticities, they're crazy. Like you got to have nothing but volatile stuff. Like they're really, really fresh stuff. The reason it's able to project is because it's almost completely made of volatile citruses and water notes and musk. You know, there's no real heavy notes in it because the oil concentration is just ridiculously high.
Yeah, exactly. And most of the time when you have a higher oil concentration, the less projection you will get.
Yeah, it'll wear a lot heavier.
Yeah.
Granted, the base notes will come out more. That's why parfums are usually richer, more dense. They're warmer because your top note's a bit more to the skin, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Which Blue de Chanel, Christopher asks, is your favorite concentration? Mine is definitely the Eau de Parfum. I think it's just the most well-balanced in between of the EDT and the Parfum. I think it works the best. What about you?
Yep, EDP.
And see, I lean to the Parfum. It's the only one I own intentionally. I see why the EDP is most people's favorites, but for me, it's just something about how refined and smooth the Parfum actually is. Yeah. You know, I'm usually, when I'm discussing designer level parfums, that's my poster child for it because I love the way it's done. It lasts a really long time. It's warm, smooth, maintains a lot of what the original was about at the top, but it's not really loud and in your face. And it's kind of like I want to say the ultimate version as far as versatility, because it can still dress down as well as the EDT, but it's smoother and it dresses up so much better, even more than the EDP, which the EDP, like you guys said, it's the happy medium. It can do everything. Yeah. That's as versatile as they make them in the designer market.
This is a Sauvage. I like the EDP. That's my go-to.
And see, this the same thing with Bleu de Chanel, where the Parfum's my favorite, but I totally get why the EDP is most people's favorite.
I'm warming up to the Parfum. I did not like it for the longest time, but it's growing on me.
I love it. I wore it a couple of days ago.
It's growing on me.
Jordan Kelly asks, how many fragrances do you have?
Over 100.
250 last time I counted.
More than both of them combined. And then double it, and it's more than that.
You're like 1,000, right?
I'm knocking on the door.
Yeah, I think I have just over 100.
Yeah.
I have way too many. They have too many. So
Yeah.
imagine how ridiculous it is for me.
I can imagine. I'm so overwhelmed at mine now, man. I can imagine 1,000.
It's ridiculous. And I'm not even close to one of the bigger amounts of fragrances as far as YouTube content creators. I'm not even close.
Yeah.
There's some that have 2,000 and 3,000 and 4,000 bottle collections.
Yo, Ross, have you done a fragrance collection recently, or?
I get asked about doing it all the time. It's too much of a pain in the ass. I won't do it.
Really?
I won't do it unless they're okay with me literally just panning the camera across everything and like over the top. But to actually pull everything out,
I'd be down to see it.
I won't do it. It's too much work.
Yeah. I know this to clean my bottles is like a half-day event.
Dude, I'd have to do it in sections.
Yeah.
I would. And I couldn't even do one whole shelving unit at one time. It's ridiculous. I got hundreds and hundreds on just one shelving unit.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
I'm sure it smells like fruit salad left for too long at summer in kitchen, but it is sour and appealing in a weird way, like attract wine and fruit flies. That's interesting. That sounds.
That's a vulgar description. I kind of like the way he described it.
Pretty good. I'm actually into those kind of fragrances that are just out there and smells like nothing else and just exotic smelling.
I like sophisticated, professional, clean.
I know you do, man.
Yeah.
I'm like that too. 9 times out of 10, that's what I'm going to reach for.
Yeah.
You guys are a fan of like animalics and stuff like that?
I do like that stuff, but most of the time, if I'm just like, if I don't have anything to do and it's just a regular casual day, I'm just going to reach for something along the lines of what Tyler was just saying.
Exactly.
Whereas if I have somewhere to go, I'm show out some more. I'm not going to go with anything basic.
But I'd like to say, I do like Lanouille de l'Homme Le Parfum. I left that comment on your video I think yesterday.
It's my favorite. I wear that one to dinner more times than not.
It is so underrated. So underrated.
Yeah,
it's kind of like the big boys version of Lanouille de l'Homme.
Exactly.
Basically.
Exactly.
It's like if you wore that at Hunter's age, if you wore Lanouille de l'Homme, when you get to our age, you wear the Le Parfum.
Yep, 100%.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about L'Homme Eau de Parfum? I just got this in today.
Talk to me about it. Spoil it for me. I don't need to be bothered for this one.
I've already heard a little bit about it.
He finally got his hookup set up. Montrese, bro. Hold on. Let's add him to the stream real quick. Yo, bro.
Hey, Montrese.
Finally got you on here.
Hey.
How y'all doing?
What's going on, man?
Doing good.
Man, I couldn't figure out none of this stuff, man. Couldn't figure it out at all.
So talk shop to me about L'Homme EDP.
L'Homme Eau de Parfum, man. Honestly, I do not own the original L'Homme, and I don't really recall what it smells like. I know it has like some kind of ginger and stuff like that.
Ginger and woods, creamy sandalwood.
I have nagged him to death about getting the original L'Homme.
It's really good. I haven't had a bottle in a long time.
I have 2 bottles of it. I love it that much. It's my 3rd favorite.
So with this one, it does open up a little bit citrusy. I get some kind of like mandarin, kind of a little bit tart orange in the opening of this. But as it dries down, I get a very nice boozy. I'm not sure if it's like a rum or a cognac.
I think they do have a boozy note in there. Yeah.
It's cognac, I think.
My favorite part is the oak. I'm a huge fan of oak. That's my 2nd favorite wood note.
Have you tried Cremo's bourbon and oak? And if so, does it remind you of it?
Cremo bourbon and oak reminds me of CH Man Privé. That smells
That's a fair comparison.
I actually prefer the Cremo over CH Man Privé, which is kind of shocking. It's a little bit more complex.
I am a little surprised because I like CH Man Privé more. So, because when you said oak and then we're talking about a boozy note, I was just curious because if so, that would have turned me off because I'm not a big fan of bourbon and oak from Cremo.
No.
No.
Are you a fan of
one of my least favorites? Huh?
Are you a fan of Killian's Angel Share?
Yes, that's awesome. I still only my decant. I maybe have 2 sprays left in my decant.
I got my bottle for $50 from the GQ gift box. Did you hear about that?
No.
Yeah, it was going around.
Wow.
Groups. It sold out quick. $50. You got this. It's the Fresh Montana edition.
No shit.
Free backpack, a whole bunch of stuff.
For $50?
Yeah, $50. No lie.
Wow. I wish I would have known.
That's
I
crazy.
wish I could get the
I'd have been on that.
It was one of the best buys I got, and it was
Jesus.
incredible.
I thought my L'Homme Ideal EDP bottle for $70 was a good deal.
No, that's a deal.
That's a steal. All right,
I keep my Guerlains close by.
Yeah,
I am the world's biggest Guerlain fanboy.
Everybody's got that one
Guerlain.
brand.
Yep, mine is Guerlain.
Yo, Montrese, man, what is your brand that you're loyal to?
Man, it's so many, bro. Shit, man. But I'm a real big fan of what's that one brand called? The one that Big Beard B had or got.
Aventus?
Yeah, Navitus. I just pronounce it that, man.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to pronounce it, but my brother gave me 2 bottles of his. I'm like, I didn't even know he had a brand.
Yeah, that's actually Steven's brand, right?
Adolescence? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
They fly together. Let's see, top 5 affordable cologne.
Take your pick of any original Penguin.
Yeah,
I mean, I got for days. I could do that for days.
Yeah.
A lot of those.
Dunhill has some pretty decent affordable ones. Lalique has some very good affordable ones.
I'm definitely loving Ancre Noir Sport, and I never thought I would. I've been enjoying the hell out of that one.
I didn't think I would like Homage Alone, which has like this almost like it's reminiscent to Dior Fahrenheit, but I love it. I love it.
I've never came across a Violet Leaf smells like Fahrenheit fragrance that I didn't like.
I think you'll like Homage Alone. I didn't like it at first, but once it was on my skin, I fell in love with it. It was so good.
Jordan has a good question. Any certain notes you guys cannot stand? One for me is definitely cumin. Something about cumin that I just cannot buy.
Montrese, my man.
Idiot.
Guerlain.
The other one too.
Today?
Yes.
L'intense, that's the one right there. I love L'Intense.
Leather. Yeah.
That's me. That's me and Justin's favorite.
I think it's the best one for real.
It is the best one. It's so good.
Guerlain
It's
does
so
not
good.
make bad fragrances. I will challenge anybody on that. They do not
No,
make
they
bad
don't.
fragrances.
Well, the leather was already a little smoky. Then they added a smoke accord to that fragrance.
Mhm.
Oh, it's
Yep.
so good. As far as a note that I can't stand, I discussed this a little bit last week. It's certain vetivers. It's not all vetiver. Vetivers in so many fragrances, I would hate all fragrances if that was the case. But certain vetivers that are just too dirty and earthy, they almost sometimes smell like roach spray on my skin. And that's certain geraniums too. The non-minty, more earthy toned geraniums, like a cheap geranium, that one, that won't work on my skin either.
How do you feel about Guerlain vetiver?
And that's the thing. I've never dove into that one.
Staple vetiver.
And I know, and it's most people, it blows people's minds that I've never tried it because I've been so kind of with vetiver for so long. That's why I've never even spent $30 to get a bottle to test the waters.
Like all Jean Paul Guerlain fragrances, it has a ton of notes. Like when Hunter was doing Danger, Roja Dove's Danger.
Oh yeah,
he was listing the
that
note breakdowns, and it sounded an awful lot like this one,
Mm-hmm.
Guerlain Heritage.
Yeah, a couple of people said that in the comments actually. Heritage.
Yeah, I love Danger. Danger is one of my favorites from the house.
Really?
If
Heritage is similar, I'll like Heritage.
You don't like Heritage?
No, I said I would like Heritage if it's similar to Danger.
And unlike Danger, Heritage doesn't have cumin.
And see, I don't mind cumin. I don't mind it. It's in more fragrances than you realize. It's just not always listed.
Mm.
It's in a lot more fragrances. There's probably fragrances you love, Hunter, and you don't realize cumin's actually in there. It's just at such a small concentration you don't notice it.
I have yet to come across a fragrance with iris that I didn't like. I love iris.
I'm with you there. That's my favorite note.
You tried Ross's fragrance with iris?
Like say I wore Givenchy Gentleman today.
That's super underrated. Nobody talks about that one.
No,
I haven't worn it in a long time.
No one talks about the OG Gentleman, and no one talks about the OG L'Homme Ideal.
I did a review on that one last year. By request too. I actually had a request to do that one.
No one talks about it. It's so underrated.
Precise sense. Sauvage Elixir is a different breed in my opinion. Yeah, man. Didn't you just get a bottle today, I believe? I love Elixir.
Nuclear. elixir, one spray can fill up my room.
Yeah, it's strong. It's really strong.
Bernardo says, "What's up, everyone? If you are alone, how to tell the difference between nose blind and anosmia and low performance on skin?" Like I was saying,
by yourself, you're not really going to be able to tell, because the feedback you would need is you thinking it's gone and somebody's telling you something about how you smell, or that they even smell you at all.
That's like I was saying earlier, though. Spray far from your nose, like behind your knees, is a good spot, so you won't go as nose blind too quick. That's what I've been doing. Eric says, "Total banger in my opinion. Surprised when I saw that one. That some people hate it." My favorite fragrance is Dior Savage Edt. Jeffrey said, "Hey, Savage Edt just works."
That's a lot of people's favorite fragrance. Yeah, mine's right here. Mine's arm's reach. This is a February 2015 bottle.
Yeah,
I think mine's 2021. I got it.
This is
last
a
year.
monster. This is a two or three sprayer.
Yeah. What's your recommendation for best designers for beginning oud, fellows? I would say Banana Republic's Oud Mosaic is a very good beginner one.
I knew that's what you were going to say, because that's my answer too.
Yeah, plum and oud combination is very nice.
We talked about that last week.
If you don't mind clones,
And he's got it right there.
here's your oud.
Oud Wood clone.
I love it. I wear it all the time.
But I would also say is Habibi's New York Urban Oud. I don't know if you guys tried that one.
I have sage and citrus oud coming from them.
Oh, okay.
That's the one I picked out. They I randomly followed them and was liking some of their posts, and they messaged me asking if I'd be open to checking out one of their fragrances. I was just looking at the website. Sure. They're like, well, pick one out and we'll send it to you. So I have that coming. I have high hopes. Speaking of ouds and Habibi, I've heard good things. I heard the fragrances are really good.
It's not an oud, but
has a pear note in it, which is very unique.
There's pear and Givenchy Gentleman. It's not an oud, but I am really curious to see how Guerlain is going to take this DNA and make it into a cannabis with cannabis in it.
With cannabis and Habit Rouge.
Hold on.
L'Intense.
Perfume guy actually just reviewed that one. He said it was not good.
And that's disappointing. That's disappointing.
Yes, I was actually looking forward to it because of that.
Did you say Sebastian just reviewed it?
Yeah, Sebastian just reviewed it today.
I haven't seen the video.
I love Guerlain, but I think that was too risky.
Yeah, they don't usually go that route. That's why I was kind of interested.
Well, I don't think Thierry Vasser had anything to do with that one. He doesn't want to touch Habit Rouge really, because Habit Rouge is it is his signature scent. He said it all the time that it is his signature scent.
Oh, Jean, sure. That sounds good.
That's kind of funny. Yeah, that kind of works.
I'm looking for an oud fragrance for the fall. Any recommendations?
If you'd like to experience what Tom Ford oud would smell like if it was a niche fragrance, get a discovery. Actually, just get a discovery set. So it's Spirit of Kings. I don't know how many of you have heard of them. It's a niche clone house basically, and they have Matar, which is a smoky batch of aventus, and I mean it's top tier quality oils. Zorak. The reason I'm bringing this up, Zorak. I actually like it so much I would never buy a bottle of Tom Ford oud wood, because it's actually, because I've had a decant of oud wood, and it's actually on par, maybe even a little bit better in quality, because it's like it's top tier.
Yeah.
Like if you read the statement for the house, that was what they wanted to seek out to do, was make higher level versions of these fragrances.
Have you guys tried oud by Acqua di Parma, the Eau de Parfum?
I haven't, but I should, because Acqua di Parma is my second favorite.
Phenomenal oud.
And I've told Hunter that he needs to try all of the Colonia line, because I love every one of the Colonia fragrances.
I got Fico getting delivered on Monday. So
I just got Pura. I haven't wore it yet. It came in like a week and a half ago.
Pura, to my nose anyway, Pura is like a more refined version of Prada Luna Rossa. Kind of light, kind of.
I can see where you're coming from. A little bit more citrus than Luna Rossa,
right?
But I see where you're coming from.
Airier, but it's
makes sense.
More refined. Yeah,
that makes sense.
I wear it to chill, just chilling at home.
It's very smooth too. It's very smooth, because I've sprayed it already. I did the first impressions video when the haul came in I haven't done a full wearing yet. I've bought so many fragrances recently.
It just kind of reminds me of Luna Rosa.
Anyone tried Versace Havas? I know Ross
I'm
does.
wearing it right now.
Ross raves about it.
I'm wearing it right now. That's my scent of the day today.
Okay.
I was talking to the guy at Burlington about that fragrance. He said he loves it as well, but I've never smelled it.
I've never smelled it either.
It's Invictus with spices. So good, man. So good. It's as you would think. It's Middle Eastern Invictus.
That sounds good, man. I'm a huge fan.
It's so good. It's a beast too. 4 sprays. That's it. That's all I do.
My favorite fragrance is the Spider-Man cologne or the SpongeBob one fragrance sense. I don't know if he's trolling, but man, hey, if it works for you,
Pretty sure that's a troll comment.
Hey,
This is the worst to ever come out.
What do you got?
Is that Onyx?
Man, it's the worst, bro. It's the worst.
And the funny thing is, it's just a special edition bottle of the original.
Right.
That's all it is.
And I didn't know that.
Yeah, because that's the thing. A lot of people, like, when it came out in their review, it's a little fresher than the. No, it's just a new bottle. Your bottle that you had before has macerated longer. It's just regular Invictus.
Well, they came out with those 007 colognes a couple years ago, and the 007 cologne, to my nose anyway, smells like Gucci Guilty.
Mm-hmm.
Have you all tried the House of Daniel Josiah? I know he was talking about that. I have not, though.
No, I haven't heard it.
Speaking of, I don't know if Dave's still in here, Callie's groom room. I forgot which one he told me I need to try. I think it's their ombre tabac, I think is what it's called, is like the one. Like, there's a few really good ones, but that's the one to start with. I've heard his fragrances are phenomenal. I haven't tried any of them though.
Yeah, me neither. How much do they run for? I never even heard of them, to be honest.
In the hundreds, I want to say.
Yeah.
In the somewhere in the mid-100 range.
Nick says best chrome flanker.
Extreme.
Chrome.
I thought you were going to say Aqua because you did.
Montrese is with me. Extreme. Well, look, I love Aqua, but Extreme's just too good, man. Aqua was my favorite. Yeah, Legend is actually, all of them are good. There's no bad one in the line, at least that I've tried. But Aqua was my favorite until I got Extreme. Once I got Extreme, it's like, okay, Aqua's number 2.
I've thought about getting Extreme.
If you like Profondo, you'll like it.
Oh,
it smells like chrome mixed with Acqua di Gio Profondo, basically.
Sounds good. Tried Pure Vetiver the other day. Smelled like beef jerky.
Sounds delicious.
You know what fragrance does smell like beef jerky to me? I don't know if you guys tried it. Is Imaginary Authors A City on Fire.
I've heard about it. I know of it. I just haven't tried it.
It's a good fragrance, but I definitely get like a barbecue kind of vibe from it, like bacon. Beef.
I love Bentley Absolute. People say it smells like pencil shavings. I think it smells like a campfire.
You do.
Yeah.
I've never tried it.
I love it.
I go through spurts with buying car company fragrances. I bought a few recently, Jaguar. I bought one of the newer Bentleys, Momentum Unbreakable. So it's kind of here and there. I've been buying mostly Mercedes lately because that's kind of my car company brand. I used to work for them, you know.
Yeah.
So I still need to get around to getting Absolute and Black Edition from that line. That's the 2 I'm missing.
I love Bentley. It's my favorite car company.
It's high quality stuff. Their fragrances are always quality.
It is.
And didn't the perfumer who made the Encore Noir, didn't she also do the Bentley for men?
She probably did the Infinite line because that's their Vetiver line.
Natalie Larson.
Natalie Larson, yeah.
Yeah, she did that.
EDP.
You guys heard?
Oh yeah.
Sarah.
So it's definitely a troll profile.
yeah. Obviously, Sarah.
Hey, he says he has Mancera red tobacco, but he still prefers SpongeBob over it.
There you go.
Dylan Blue over Sauvage and scent quality. Yeah, especially the original.
I don't know if I would go over the quality so much as just enjoying the scent more. I can get down without liking how it smells better, but I know as strange as it is because they're both ambroxan fragrances.
Yeah.
I do think the Dior comes across as a little bit higher quality. It could just be the blend, you know.
I get more Dylan Blue.
But no, I'm with you. I'd take Dylan Blue over Sauvage EDT. I would.
Yeah, I would too. Not over the elixir, but yeah, over the
No.
EDT all day.
No, I would take all the EDP on up over Dylan Blue, but as far as Sauvage EDT, I would take Dylan Blue over that.
No.
Dimache retired with a bang when he came out with Elixir.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he did.
Mikey says Udon Spice from Aqua di Parma is legit. Man, that's actually one I really want to check out.
I bet it's good too.
Yeah.
Just the name sounds like something I would like because all their stuff's just so good. Everything I've ever tried from Aqua di Parma is so good.
I can't wait.
I want to get a Sandalo, I believe, the concentrate. That's one of the next ones I want to get for the fall from them. What were you going to say, Hunter?
Missoni Parfum. I was just going to say I'm getting Fico di Amalfi on Monday, which I'm very excited for.
And as an Aqua di Parma aficionado, I personally think it's the only blue Mediterraneano that you really need.
Yeah.
The other ones are good, but Fico.
So Bergamoto De Calabria? No.
I like it, but there's other bergamot fragrances that I like.
Because I was gonna get that one and Chinotto di Liguria. That's the two I've got my eye on.
Chinotto di Liguria I like it, but it doesn't last nearly as long.
Oh, I'm not going into them expecting more than 2, 3, maybe.
If you like a bitter Coca-Cola smell, Chinotto di Liguria.
Because I've seen Chad rave about it, and I was like,
It is good. I will say
different.
It is good.
You know,
it's got a bitter Coca-Cola vibe to it.
That's because I've got my eye on it, and those are the two from the Blue Mediterranean line that I think I'm going to grab first because one's not out the norm, but the other is.
Oh, I have the whole line, so I mean I have them all.
So you got them all.
Yeah. I have all but one of the colognes.
AMS, if you go on a first date and it's going bad, what's the best fragrance to take with you to secretly apply in the bathroom? I'm assuming. Probably that repulsion.
So that would be more strategy, I guess, to ask, if it's going that bad, if ex-boyfriends come up, you could ask what fragrance he wore or something.
Hey,
that's an interesting question.
Cool Water Street Fighter Edition. It almost made me sick. Smelling it.
Saying that because I was looking at it. That's an interesting question, though.
Yeah, that is.
I was not a fan of Street Fighter Edition.
No.
And look, I'm a big Street Fighter guy, and I didn't even buy it.
No.
It's the same fragrance as Aquaman. I have Aquaman. Same fragrance, just a different bottle.
I'm glad I ain't get it.
Yeah, so if you got Aquaman, you have Street Fighter.
Are you a fan of that fragrance?
All right.
I didn't like it.
I haven't worn it in a long time.
Yeah.
It's something's got to make me want to keep going back to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Did Lone Wolf make a good decision purchasing Club de Nuit Sillage?
I
That's
think so.
Silver Mountain Water one, isn't it?
Yep. My wife loves
I prefer Himalaya over Silver Mountain Water.
But Sillage specifically, my wife loves how it smells. Every time I spray it, she just keeps wanting to sniff on me. She loves how it smells. I was surprised at how much she likes it.
No, the Absolute is a great dry cedar
It is.
fragrance.
I love it, especially when it's cold or when it's rainy.
Yeah. That's the black bottle, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that one and Black Edition are the two black bottles.
Andy says, I'll send you Absolute, brother, if you want it. I have someone who wanted it, but they haven't hit me up. They don't take it. You can have it for $30.
I appreciate it. I'm trying to chill out. Like I was telling Hunter last week in the stream, I got some Tom Fords I'm eyeing, so I'm kind of trying to chill out on buying for like 2 months because I got like another $1,000 I want to spend in fragrances. So it's like, I've been buying a lot lately. I'm gonna chill out for a little bit.
What Tom Fords are you looking at getting?
Oud Mineral, Costa Azura, the Eau de Parfum from the Signature line. That's what you wore today?
Yep. Send it to Dan.
I'm going to grab Ombre Leather and Ombre Leather Parfum because my decants are pretty much out. I still need to get Le Beau Le Parfum, and I want to get the original Le Beau. I still have plenty in my decant of Le Beau Le Parfum. I'm ready to get a bottle. I know I love it. What else? What other Tom Ford was it?
Beau de Jour is hands down one of the best fougères.
I still got a little bit in my Beau de Jour decant, not much.
Yeah, I got a little bit. So.
Yeah.
This is my expensive fragrance, by the way.
I got the private blend.
Yeah, private blend.
Absolutely incredible.
Mhm.
Oh man, I love it. So good.
I've actually gotten more compliments with Beau de Jour than I thought I would get. People love it.
The lavender is just heavenly.
It's a timeless scent profile.
It is.
100.
You know, everybody can do their own little twist and blend change and stuff, but some things just work always in every decade, and that's one of those styles.
Frag, that's one of my biggest regrets is getting rid of my bottle of L'Homme Intense.
Ah,
Good luck, man. It's expensive as hell to get. I've got 2 bottles.
I regret it so much. Getting
That's
rid
one
of
of my favorite fragrances to wear in the winter.
yo, Montrese, you got a couple backups of that one, bro? Maybe hook them up. You got 2 of them?
He gets it.
I just got 2 of the original L'Homme. I should have gotten another one of the Intense.
Fragrance is similar to Versace Mano Fresh.
Star Walker.
Mont Blanc Star Walker, Azzaro Chrome Sport, Kenneth Cole Blue, Armaf Aura Fresh, Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue for women. Should I keep going?
Yeah, I think that's enough. Cover.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Hey guys, you know any strong niche coffee scents that is under
That's
100
under
euros? That is not Intense or Ristretta Cafe by Montauk.
Coffee Lush.
Coffee Lush, yeah.
I don't know but does authenticity ship to his country? Because he's asking euros. That's what I was going to say. I don't know the conversion well enough to really know the USD amount he's referencing. Is it like maybe $70 or $80 maybe?
Yeah, probably around
Because
there.
Coffee Lush would be the one, but I don't know if Sunny ships overseas.
I don't know.
I don't think he does.
Cold green
Could
ombre
be wrong though.
thoughts. I own both, but never layered them.
I could see how that could work, but cold weather only. Between those 2 scent profiles together, I would think cold weather only. But I could see how that could give ombre leather a different piney green profile. I would want it to be more ombre leather dominant personally.
Bruno says, you guys have any negative reaction while wearing Club de Nuit Intense? For me, no.
I haven't.
People are mine open.
Never have.
Unless you're talking about like a reaction on your skin, but
I think he means from others.
yeah.
Yeah, I've never had a bad word said about it.
Maybe if you spray it right in front of somebody, but even then, no.
Yeah, it can be a little bit piercing in the opening, but when I wear Club, nothing but compliments. I
That's
agree.
what I like about it.
Yeah,
I think that's why it's so popular, because it will pull compliments.
it
And it's
does.
strong enough to reach out and grab people too.
I don't know about you guys, but when I wear that one, I get more compliments from guys than girls, which is crazy.
No, that's just the Aventus DNA in general.
That's right. All the time. Men always want to know what I'm wearing because it has that like alpha male kind of vibe to it, and they love it.
A friend of mine
that's
bought
the running joke in the community, is it's a boxer dropper is the joke, you know? Guys love it more than women.
That's true.
Yeah, it's true though. A
Mhm.
friend of mine bought his own bottle because he smelled it on me.
Yeah. Fragrance says, I got Louis Vuitton Afternoon Swim and Imagination for my birthday. Wow. That's a good birthday, man.
Hell of a birthday.
You got hooked up. You better appreciate whoever got you hooked.
Really good.
Yeah, they dropped some cheese on that Louis Vuitton.
Yeah. Which one do you prefer, Afternoon Swim or Imagination? Let us know.
And yo, Ross,
What's up?
you know I got it, bro.
What is that, Windsor? Oh, damn, just dropped it too.
Yeah, luckily I got carpet in front of me, so
That's always been the thing that saved me, because I've dropped my share of bottles too. And that's another one I strictly wear in the winter. I revisited this past winter with it because the Christmas time before I had forgot to wear it all freaking season. But super underrated, man. Not that many people like it.
no, man, everybody I know hate it. So
I got a bunch of bottles too. Hell, I got a gift set laying around actually right there.
I got one from Burlington a year ago. It was like $15. It was on clearance, like the box. So that was cool.
Yeah, I loaded up on them a couple of years ago when they were clearancing them out for like $10 a set.
Yo, Andy, I do have Velvet Orchid, man. Has anyone
I
tried
love that one. I love Velvet Orchid.
That is really good. My wife used to have a sample of it, one of the
Yeah.
Tom Ford samples.
Yeah, my fiance wears this more than I do. I don't really reach for it, to be honest with you, because this is definitely the most feminine one from the entire Black Orchid line.
It smells good though. It smells really
Yeah,
good.
it does smell good. Not my favorite, but I do own a Black Orchid EDP. I own Black Orchid EDT, which has been discontinued. I don't know if you guys know about the cosmetic company store.
Mm-mm.
You don't know about that? Oh, it's owned by Estee Lauder. and they have a ton of Tom Fords there, 50 to 70% off. I got my Beau de Jour that you saw, the private blend, for $80 there. Check it out.
That is crazy.
Message me this link after.
No, it's actually it's only in person. So you
where?
It's usually at outlets. I have 2 by me. So look out.
So they're usually at like Tanger outlets and places like that.
You have like
Joe
Malone's, by Killian's,
because it's usually because the outlets I usually go to have like Perfume Mania or Perfume World, stuff like that.
A rip off. What are your
they are. Gentlemen?
Back of my neck, each side, up in here, and then both wrists.
I'll do about 9 sprays. I go crazy. So
now, if it's Bentley for men, intense, maybe 2-3 sprays tops, because that is beast on my head. Beast to my nose.
It depends on the fragrance. If it's on the stronger side, I usually never do less than 4, which is each side of the neck, back of the neck, bare chest. But my standard is 5 to 7, which will be, then it'll turn into 4, like 1, and then kind of at the corner, not directly on the back of the neck, on both sides to do 4. I may double up on the sprays on my chest, on top of each forearm. And if it's a really fresh fragrance or something that's really weak, I might spray shoulders. I might spray across the shirt. I might spray the back of my shirt. I might toss 15 sprays on. It all depends on the strength of the fragrance.
It depends on
my standard's like 5 to 7.
Yeah,
it's really expensive. I ain't doing a lot.
Well, it depends on the strength. Even if it's expensive, I'll spray the shit out of it if it calls for it, you know?
Hey, Ford says, why only smell a little good when you get smell good?
Yep.
We got sexual expressions in the house.
Kevin, you might want to check out my Keep Only 10 Cheap Fragrances for Life update from a little while ago. Andy Warhol's in there.
I saw he just opened a brand new store, man. Congrats.
Sure did. Congrats, Kevin.
Ooh.
Is that out in Florida? I saw something about Cleveland. That would have been awesome if you opened one in Cleveland.
I'm pretty sure Kevin's in Florida.
Yeah.
I've never looked at the labels whenever I would get packages from. I just cut them open. I believe it's in Florida.
Low boil, love off foam. Really surprised me. Usually I don't care for coconut, but it's done well.
It's one of the best, in my opinion, of course, one of the best designer releases of the year. I love it. It's so good. The first spray, I knew I needed a bottle, and I still got plenty in this decant, like I said.
Yeah, coconut fragrances can be a hit or miss. Sometimes they come across like suntan lotion. And
exactly.
You guys have a favorite coconut fragrance?
No. Shoot, right now it's that one. That one's pineapple, cypress. It's a lot of tonka bean in the dry down, but there's a little bit of iris in it. It's good, man.
This is my favorite coconut fragrance. Fragrance du Bois Santal Complet. Absolutely gorgeous. Sandalwood, coconut, vanilla.
Actually, I think we discussed this last week. Coconut came up, and my answer last week, which is still kind of my favorite besides this, my favorite niche would be Coco du Yemen from Les Fleurs de Golf. It's coconut amber. It's beautiful.
I'll have to try that. What's all the hype done around God of Fire and Venom Incarnate? Have you guys tried them?
Nope.
I've never heard of them.
Never heard of T-Frag. You guys know any rubbery scents that smell like rubber? That's funny because my fiance says Oud Wood smells like rubber. I was like,
Let me. Now I know this is a polarizing one, and I may be the only person on screen that likes it. But Parfums de Marly Cologne. Any of you like that fragrance?
Never
smelled it.
So in the opening, it has a little bit of like a red rubber ball type of smell to it. So
really?
Anytime I hear smells like rubber, that's the first thing I think of is that fragrance. It's got bitter orange, blood orange. It's got spices. It's kind of like a spicy stranger take on Baccarat Rouge 540. This faint similarity to it, but it is there. But at the top, it's got this weird like red rubber ball smell that I just love. As weird as it sounds to say, I love how a red rubber ball smells. It reminds me of it so much. That would be the one I would say.
Berger says, anyone trying to buy Black Orchid?
Want to buy?
Talking about the original. I'm looking for the Parfum. So if you're selling that, I'm selling mine too. Wow, everyone's getting rid of Black Orchid. Perfect sense for rebel alpha men that wants everything right now. Bruno said. An alpham. Man. Alpha male fragrance. Obviously, Aventus would work, but that's too common.
He keeps cracking me up with how he says rebel alpha men every time.
Yeah. Hey, he's an alpha male, man. Check out Roja Parfum's Apex. That's a good one. Probably afternoon. Prefer afternoon swim over imagination. Perfect scent.
There's a repeat.
I was getting ready to order Velvet Orchid, but I'm scared to wear it just because I feel like it is more on the feminine side. Yeah, it is more on the side, but you can still pull it off as a man.
Yeah, but it's definitely marketed for women.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just spray until it's running down my
I'll be
skin.
back, guys. I just gotta go get something.
Do a couple sprays on one
Yeah,
spot.
do what you gotta do.
Yeah, man.
We'll be here.
So Sasha, I usually do 8 minimum with any fragrance, any weather. You do 8 with men. I know your fragrances are beast mode, dude.
Yeah, his is strong.
Yeah.
It's like spraying cooking oil on you. It's super high oil concentration.
Definitely don't need 8 sprays with some of yours.
No.
That's for sure.
I can't imagine doing 8 sprays of Andy Warhol. I just can't. It's sweet plum, oud,
Yeah.
and it's strong.
Women's rights was a mistake. It's all about looks, money, status.
All right.
Whatever that means.
Gotta love live streams.
I know, right? You see some crazy stuff. My girl has Velvet Orchid. It's worth it, but it is on the feminine side. Yep. I
The
agree.
more he types comments, the more I'm thinking it's not a troll profile.
I know, right? He might like SpongeBob.
Like the last couple comments, I'm like, maybe he's not trolling. Maybe
Maybe
he's
that
serious.
SpongeBob fragrance is a hidden gem, man. We might have to check that one out. Maybe we're missing out here. Nice, bro. I'll check it out and have some
I'm
original
back.
I need you. Fort Myers on Cleveland Avenue. That's what it was.
Yeah, that's what it is. I was pretty sure he was in Florida.
I got excited for a minute, Kevin, man. I was like, coming to Cleveland, dude. That's close to me.
2 hours away from you, bro.
Oh, yeah. You're in Ohio, too.
Oh, y'all need to link up. Do a
man.
video.
I'm in Toledo, bro.
Let's
Link
do
up,
it.
do a video, man.
Go do some sniffing.
Y'all each bring some decants and don't tell each other. Do some blind smells.
You know what's funny? I don't even do decants. I hate decants. I just buy the bottle.
And just bring the bottle. Look, like when I meet up with Justin, I usually have bottles instead of decants. He'll have decants, and I usually have just pack the bottles in my suitcase.
Bring a backpack.
Yeah, you just don't turn your head and then you spray it. All right, you can look.
Yeah, that'll be fun for sure.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I love doing videos like that.
Nick, best comments you've ever gotten from women? I remember I mentioned one about the black Afghano last stream.
Woman wanted
You
to
did.
hold closer.
Yeah, I mean, I can't think of anything specifically,
Yeah,
just randomly.
You smell good.
My wife, when my wife really likes something, I can tell based on how she's acting, let alone just what she's saying.
Yeah. Man, Sarah's Holiday is my favorite coconut fragrance. I'll have to jot that one down.
I haven't tried it. I've heard it's good though.
Mike, you said what's it called? It's called The Cosmetic Company Store.
The Cosmetic Company Store.
It's like a hidden gem, man. Don't spread that too much. It will sell out quick.
Yeah, have everybody in this stream looking where the closest one is.
And you can actually call them on the phone, and they will give it to you free.
Damn.
Yeah.
All right.
Man, I'm telling you, I got lost. Listen to this. Watch this.
But they need to cut you a check because you are about to make them sell a lot of bottles probably.
All right, I got Tom Ford's Lost Cherry 100 ml bottle, which is retails for $500, now $550. Guess how much I got this there for?
You're about to tell me $120, aren't you?
$180. Brand new.
Damn, dude, that's almost a third of the price.
Dude, I'm telling you, man. I got
God.
Tom Ford's there.
That's ridiculous.
I think this there too.
Wow. That's impressive, man. But $80 for Beau de Jour?
$80 for Beau de Jour.
Come on, man.
Not even.
Like that's a steal on the signature version.
Yeah.
Let alone
Yeah, I
private
spent
blend.
$160 for my signature bottle. Of course, mine's 100 ml, but still.
Definitely check it out. Sauvage Elixir Dry Down smells like rubber to me.
I'm fine.
Does he have a
It's just real spicy for me.
He does. He had 2 versions of it. One that has more of the Sauvage DNA, and one that's closer to actual Sauvage Elixir.
Yeah. Or burning tires. PDM Blonde is my favorite. It has a spicy apple scent. Yeah,
It's so many people don't care for it too. I love that fragrance. It's my favorite Parfums Molly fragrance.
Yeah, it's kind of underrated. Smelly in the house. What's going on, bro? Hope you're doing good. Noir Extreme by Tom Ford. They're coming out with the Noir Extreme Parfum. If you guys saw that.
I did, and I'm very excited. I've never gotten a bottle of the original. I literally just put my carded sample back in the little box I have it sampled. I sprayed it on my hand again the other day. And because I'm sitting here going, because I want to buy more Tom Fords, like I've been saying with Hunter. And I was debating, do I get this one now? Do I wait a couple of more months when it gets colder? And I'm going to just wait. I might just get the Parfum first because I know I like the regular one. So,
yeah. What do you guys think about the Tom Ford price increase they just did like a couple of days ago?
Everybody's going to be increasing their prices, man.
Yep.
I know, but man, they increased it crazy. You know the 250 mil flacons?
Mm-hmm.
For like Lost Cherry, Lost Cherry doesn't have one. For F and Fabulous, for instance, they raised it from $960 to $1,200.
Wow.
$250 increase.
Because there was a price per ml increase, probably.
Absolutely.
But like I told you last week, like with George's glass, for example, when he put the order in, it's 3 times more expensive than the last time he ordered bottles. 3 times.
Not looking
so
good.
Everything's skyrocketing.
Well, retail for Guerlain Homme used to be 105 when it was in just the vertical bottles, and now that they've gone to the low medial bottles, it's like 125 now.
Damn. Jeez.
Yeah.
T-Frag said, no, Cologne stinks, bro. See, there you go. See, most people don't like it.
No. That's the thing with fragrances, man. They're all subjective.
Mm-hmm.
Pat says, hate to beat a dead horse here, but Bentley for Men Absolute is alpha male. There you go.
Yeah. I definitely think Bentley Intense is alpha male.
That's my favorite woman in the line.
You've done lost your damn mind, Kevin.
That's
I don't even wear that many sprays of red tobacco when it's cold outside.
Yeah, it's crazy. No, you're tripping.
Yeah, you tripping. You done lost your mind.
That's
crazy.
I do it in the wintertime, though, but not.
Now, look, I say that, but Michelle probably sprays it more than 10 times, you know?
Yeah. I spray F black only 4 times in the winter. So
everybody's got their own thing. Some people really want to make a statement with their fragrance, and 10 sprays of red tobacco, that'll make a statement in the summer.
This stuff is crazy, man.
Yeah, it's ridiculous how powerful that stuff is. I can't wait for people to start talking about, oh, the new bottles don't perform. That's coming one day.
I can't wait for that too.
Yeah, one day that's coming.
What are you guys' thoughts on Oud Lemon Mint by Manser? I got a bottle on the list.
So good. It's so good. Who else has tried it before I start blabbing about it?
I got all of them.
I want to try it because lemon and mint, those are 2 of my favorite notes.
It's actually not even minty.
Really?
No, it's a super creamy, it's very creamy wood type of lemon.
Ooh.
Yeah, the oud's not over. It's not a very strong oudy type of smell. I mean, you will smell oud, don't get me wrong, but it's a very thick and creamy lemon smell.
That sounds good.
It's very unique. And you'll look at the bottle and you see lemon mint and you're thinking summer fragrance. Now, clearly Kevin would spray it 10 times in the summer, but not one that I wear in the summer, more of a spring fall kind of thing because it's so thick, dense, and it's very, very strong.
Wow. Yeah, I'm usually more.
Trace, you want to add to that?
It looks like he's ready.
I had 2 bottles of that. My sister took one, so that's how good it is.
It must be good if she took one.
It's ridiculous.
She didn't even ask. She was just like, "I'm taking it."
Well, the crazy thing is, I mean, how long is it going to take you to go through 4 ounces of that in the first place? You know,
I never will. So.
Exactly.
My mom's from the Pittsburgh area.
Yeah, definitely not alpha fragrance for sure.
I saw that last comment. My mom is from the Pittsburgh area. She's a huge Pittsburgh everything.
Pittsburgh Stills.
Me too.
Oh, definitely.
Are you guys NFL fans or?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You guys' teams?
I don't have a team. I just watch.
You just download on all sports, huh?
I like the players. I'm on a big Joe Burrow kick lately.
Like Juvenile said, look, baby, I'm a Saints fan. That's why I say who that.
See, I'm a Dallas fan. Always been.
from Ohio. That's what always got me, because you're from Ohio. You know, you don't like the
Man,
brown.
that's the thing, though. Like, Dallas Cowboys have the most fans throughout the United States, I think.
Mm-hmm. They do.
Them in Pittsburgh too.
What's crazy is I went to a Cleveland versus Dallas game, and I'm telling you right now, when you walk around downtown Cleveland, there was more Dallas Cowboys fans than Browns fans. It was crazy.
Probably.
I don't doubt that for a minute.
Well, the Browns are trash. So they trash.
Every time the Browns have something good going, they ruin it.
Yeah.
Every time.
They were doing decent this year, so we'll
The
see.
Browns go all Browns on themselves.
They do got a loyal fan base. I got to.
They do. Hey, look, the Saints sucked for decades. You know, up until the early 2000s, we didn't even have shots at playoffs once the defense from the early 90s was gone.
Well,
so we had the bags over the heads, we had all that shit. So I sympathize with Cleveland. I get it.
I'm a big Taysom Hill guy, so
Taysom Hill ain't it. I like Taysom Hill, but Jameis Winston has to be on the field for us to have a chance.
Well,
and I'm not a big Jameis Winston fan, but it's just what we got.
Taysom Hill will give you that trick play that you need when you're on 4th and 1 and you need that 5 extra yards.
That's what we need, but we don't need him dropping back 40 times.
True.
We can't really win games like that.
True.
Luckily, we have enough pieces. We have all the pieces you could want on both sides of the ball, as long as Jameis Winston stays healthy. But then again, this is a man that 3 years ago had all the pieces and threw 30 interceptions.
30 interceptions, yep.
And broke the record for pick sixes. So, you know, I have faith. He has the talent, but he has historically shown me he's not a great decision maker sometimes.
He's not. Mm-hmm.
So I'm not going to sit here and say we're going to the Super Bowl. I'm not delusional.
How many hours do you guys get from Oud Wood by Tom Ford?
I don't have Oud Wood. I just have Fougere Oud, but I get a good amount with it. I get solid.
I have a 21 batch, guys. Just got it for my birthday this year, and the performance is not that bad, to be honest with you.
Been a long time since I've sprayed actual Oud Wood, but Spirit of King Zorak, that I referenced earlier, I get about 8 hours with that.
Yeah, I get about
on a hot kitchen. What do you get, Montres?
Well, I was like 8+. The last time I tested it.
Yeah,
that's good though. If you can get 8 hours with anything,
yeah,
you're doing good.
Yeah, can't really complain at 8 hours.
Nah,
Gets you through a work shift. I
Oh,
was
yeah.
in my kitchen cooking while building my business, so it wanted to smell good. All right. We'll let you slide with that. How many feet of projection? I get 5 to 7 hours. Length or so for maybe 4 hours. Something like that.
you getting 5 to 7 hours of projection. I need your skin chemistry.
You got oily skin.
Yeah. Do you understand the difference between projection and sillage, my man?
And he probably telling the truth though, because my girl got oily skin and stuff be pushing off her for a minute. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you told me. You told everybody you did.
Mm-hmm. It depends on the fragrance. Some stuff, like we were talking about red tobacco earlier, that shit projects for hours.
Yeah, that stuff is crazy.
That
man.
shit projects for hours before it becomes into the sillage, which is heavy as shit too. Yeah.
Yeah, I tested that again. I think I got like 14 hours. I'm like, all right, I gotta take a shower now.
I've clocked it at 16 a few times where I was like, all right, it's time. Same thing. It's time to take a shower.
It's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Still strong too, not a skin scent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If anyone else wants to hop in here and chat up with fragrances, you are more than welcome to. If you bring back one discontinued fragrance, what would it be? Jordan Kelly asks.
John Barbados.
The original?
The Dark Rebel.
Dark Rebel, that's a good choice right there.
The original is good too, though.
I'll never go through my 4.2 ounce of Dark Rebel though. I'll never make it through the whole bottle.
I would say 1 million lucky. The best 1 million.
Another good one to come back too. Damn. I'm trying to think because I mean I have everything that I would want.
One of my best friends is huge on Privé. He loves 1 million Privé.
That's my favorite too.
Yeah,
Privé is my favorite.
Tyler, what about Lone Mall Team? You want that?
I already have a bottle, and I probably won't get through it all, but
I got 60 ml, and I'll be shocked if I knock all 60 ml out.
Yeah, I got it.
I was buying my uncle like bottles of cologne for like 3 years, I think. And he said, all right, that's enough. He's like, I don't need all this cologne. And he ended up giving me like a bottle back of Sauvage or something. He's like, I don't do all that. And I just laughed.
If Prada L'Homme Intense made a comeback, I'd be happy with that.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
I don't got a bottle of that. Probably
Well,
won't.
I could see that be.
I
I
miss it
think
so
the
much.
community would be quite happy if that came back on the market. But the issue is, it would probably be reformulated in some way, and
right.
there would be complaints. You know.
I want Tobacco Oud by Tom Ford to come back. I heard that it was going to come in the signature line. It's been
That's
rumored.
been the rumor for months and months now that it's coming back to the signature line, and it might. There's gonna be a lot of happy people if so.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, there's Montrese with the bottle. Oh,
Hey, this is my favorite one out of all the products. I don't care what nobody say.
worst decision I ever made was getting rid of my bottle. Oh
Man,
This is such a good leather patchouli iris.
oh,
Right.
Combo.
Oh wow, petroleum.
Yeah,
That sounds good.
So
so
good.
good, so good.
T. Frank says, is it time to talk about Jeremy yet? Seems like he's working on it. I'm sure he is. Hey,
Yeah, probably so.
did you guys get that email from his brother?
No,
I did see the thing from Camille. I did.
Even he was off guard from it too. The discontinuation, he didn't even know about it.
Well, as soon as he announced that he was closing the brand, that was my first thought. I was like, oh, he's trying to kick Camille out. Sure enough, here comes Camille. He's trying to kick me out with this. Damn. All right.
I actually like Fragrance One though. They some good fragrances.
Office for Men's really good. I don't care what anybody says. It's a good fragrance.
You like
somebody
black
told me I
tie?
don't need to get it.
We'll say that again.
You like black tie?
Somebody told me I don't need to get it because I got a Perry Ellis fragrance, and they said it smelled just like that. The one in a clear, foggy bottle. They said it smelled like that, so I don't need it. So I never got it.
I'm trying to think of which fragrance, which Perry Ellis that is. I don't think I have it.
I got to dig for it. I know where it's at. I just got to dig for it.
is Office the one that Marius made?
Yeah, Alberto Marias made that one.
You
Yeah.
made all three of them.
If you have Uomo Urban Feel from Ferragamo, you can get an idea of what it smells like.
Colonia
Montrese, do you have
Intensa.
that?
What you say?
Do you have a Ferragamo Uomo Urban Feel, the blue bottle from the Uomo
No, I
line?
never got it. No.
So I was gonna say, if you got that, that'll give you an idea of what Office for Men. It's similar in the top.
Yeah, I watched a video on that.
Yeah.
It's like $39 on Amazon, I think. I just didn't put it through.
It's a really good fragrance. It's just people compare it to it, and like I said in that video, in the opening, yeah, but as it dries, they're different fragrances.
Colonia
I was only
Intensa,
going to get it
which
for the
is
bergamot.
Well, it's bergamot, amber, and ambroxan. That's the similarity because that's what Office for Men is strongest in, and at the top, that's the strength of Urban Feel too.
Yeah, but when I heard you say, I think you said it was like a tart bergamot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, yeah, I want to get it because you said that.
Mm-hmm. It's a really good fragrance. It's super underrated, man. Super underrated.
I gotta get it.
It's got some complexity too. It's smoky. It's warm. It's a bunch of citrus. It's got a little shower gel feel. It's spicy. It's got all that shit going on.
I'm gonna get it.
I was just going to say, Colonia Intensa was a collaboration between Marius and Dimache.
I still have never tried Colonia Intensa.
It is probably, I've grown to appreciate it more, but it's probably my least favorite of the Colonia line. I'm beginning to appreciate it more though.
I've been wanting to get a Senza. That's one of the next ones on my list as far as the Colonia line.
I kid you not, I almost cried when I first smelled a Senza. It was that good.
Damn.
Senza was so good.
A moving experience.
Imagine the original Colonia more sophisticated.
Mm-hmm.
Max Forte will tell you that it's darker. I don't think it's darker. I just think it's more refined, more sophisticated. And Colonia is one of my favorites. So
Bruno asks, is our Moth Club EDP worth it?
Ask Hunter.
Yeah, it's much smoother than the EDT. It doesn't have that sharp piercing opening, and it lasts a lot longer too. Just doesn't project as much, but you still get that smokiness in it as well too. So I recommend it. I have a cologne called Poor Guy, not 100%, but it's definitely a great cologne though. He's talking about Versace Portal, I believe.
I think so.
Someone asked that. Mikey should jump on.
I'm surprised Mikey didn't jump on.
Yeah, he's more than welcome to. Looking for an OG bottle of Aqua di Joke. Anyone knows where to get one?
Good luck. That's a bottle of gold right there. Good luck.
It's a wrap.
You and a bunch of other people are looking for one, I'm sure.
Hey, Ross, have you smelled CK1?
Not in many years, but yeah, I used to have a bottle a long time ago.
Because CK1 always gave me Aqua de Jo vibes.
But that was the direct competition in the 90s.
Right.
That was the marketing battle with CK1 versus Aqua de Jo.
Okay, because I just thought it was just me, but it always gave me that
they're similar. Not the same fragrance.
No,
but very similar for sure.
Very, very similar.
Aqua de Jo won that battle though.
100%. Because I had CK1.
I like Perrielli's 360 Red better though.
And look, I just got that Paris Hilton Just Me. I wore it last night out the shower. It's just like a fruitier version, basically. I had somebody ask me in the comments on that video, Just Me versus Perry Ellis Red 360. And I said, might have to do that video. Let me spend a little more time with this. I might do that video because it is redundant. One's fruitier, one's spicier. You know, so I might do that video.
You got to do another video with the Street Fighter man getting mad.
Oh, you've been watching those?
Yes, sir, man.
Look, I try to compose myself, man. I try not to just lose my shit when I'm get towards the end, you know, because it's not all the time that I play. I just play sporadically. There might be 3 months that pass before I upload a video on that channel. It's just something I do, you know.
I used to play them games when I was little, bro, and my mom used to be like, all right, cut that shit off and do something else. Because she already knew, like, because, you know, when you were a kid, you know what I'm saying? It ain't really your shit, it's your parents' shit. So she used to, like, cut that shit off. So I think that was funny.
All right, what is your guys' top 3 Roja parfums?
You all probably have more experience than I do with them. I want to try Roja because Roja Dove worked at Guerlain, but I haven't tried them any yet. Any yet.
Gentlemen, y'all want to go first?
Mine would be Elysium, of course. One of the
Which
best.
one?
I only tried the Parfum Cologne.
Okay.
I don't know about
because if you'd have tried the Parfum Pour Homme, you wouldn't be saying that.
Yeah, you think so?
Oh yeah.
But even the Parfum Cologne is just so complex. Like one of the most complex freshie's.
It's awesome. Do any of y'all follow Hood Sense on IG?
Mm-mm.
That's his favorite fragrance. He calls it a cheek clapper, all that stuff. His girl loves it.
And it always changes. Like I had a compliment one time at work. She smelled me in the beginning of the day. She's like, "Wow, you smell good." Then a couple hours later, she's like, "That smells like a completely different fragrance."
It changes.
It changes.
What's your other two?
Scandal. I love Scandal.
Yeah.
It's one of the best fougères. That ambergris dry down is just perfected. So Scandal would be it. And then I do like Vetiver. I think he did Vetiver very good too. So those would be my top 3. I'm getting hey Russ, what is your thoughts on Oceania?
Montrese, you go first. You do your 3.
Probably
because it's hard. I'm still trying to narrow down to just 3. That's one of them.
I like so many of them. I don't really. It's kind of hard for me, man. With like certain companies like Versace, it's just hard, man, because they make some good stuff, man. It's kind of hard for me to really narrow. That's why if I did a video with like top 10, I couldn't do it. I would never be able to do it.
It's hard to do some of them when you have like say 50 of something that you like, the cheap fragrances for life I did today. I could do a top 50 for that. But to narrow it down to just 10, and here come the comments. Oh, I can't believe Tommy wasn't in there. I can't believe this wasn't in there. And that, some stuff got to miss out, you know.
But I know this would be in there if I ever did a video of top 10. And this Mercedes-Benz
Club Black,
it'd be in there. Yes, sir.
It's a damn good one too.
I can definitely give you my top 3 favorite Guerlains and my top 3 favorite Aqua de Parmas when you're finished with Roja.
For me, it's going to be Oceania because it's what I wear the most from the house, because it's the epitome of dumb reach with quality, you know, because the quality's there, the complexity's there. It's not a very loud fragrance, but it has a radiant quality to it to where it's always consistently kind of lightly pushing off the skin. It stays on your skin all day. And it still blows my mind how Roja Dove was able to create an aquatic tone with nothing aquatic. We're no ambergris, no watery notes, no violet leaf, none of that.
Wow.
But it's there. It's citrus, it's iris, it's violet. It's not too powdery. It's more of a soapy floral tone. Like it's quite complex, but still a bit simplistic at the same time. I know that's contradictory, but if you smell it and spend time and wear it throughout the day, you could really understand where I'm coming from with that. Yeah. So that one, it has to be no matter what, because it's the one I grab the most. Danger Parfum Pour Homme blew me away when I smelled it. As much as I like the Parfum Cologne, the Parfum Pour Homme, just like with Elysium, is better. And strictly, this is so hard because I want to say Elysium Parfum Pour Homme because I was just talking about how it's better than the Parfum Cologne.
Yeah.
I want to say that so badly, but I feel like I'm doing a disservice to a few other fragrances because honestly, I wear Harrod's Parfum Pour Homme more than the other ones I would want to say. And it's just his take on a well-done citrus fragrance. It's classified as citrus, but there's a ton of green elements and woods to it. You know, his fragrances, there's a ton of notes.
Yeah.
And it's the Harrod's exclusive for men. I think I have to go with that one over fragrances like Elysium Parfum Pour Homme or Scandal Parfum Cologne, which are well known that if you watch my channel, I love those fragrances. It's hard to pass. I got to really look at what do I actually wear the most, you know, because Oligarch Parfum would be just missing out as well. I've been wearing that one a lot this year. I can go on and on. There's a lot of good fragrances from the house, but that would be the three: Oceania, Danger Parfum Pour Homme, and I would have to go Harrod's Parfum Pour Homme.
That's solid. Do you have any experience with Burlington 1819?
I sure do. That one had to get left out too. That's one of the most complex and unique fresh fragrances I've ever smelled.
Really?
It's warm, boozy, orange, and musky. And almost like a body odor musk. And it sounds terrible when I say that, but when you wear it on skin, the quality of it, it's an artistic experience for a citrus fragrance. Like I said, that's the most unique and complex fresh fragrance I've ever smelled.
Doesn't it
That's
have
an experience to have. Say that?
Does it have cumin in it?
I believe it does. It's got civet as well, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
So I know that was very wordy. I'm sorry about that. I just have I have experience with a lot of fragrances from the house. You know, there's a lot of good stuff.
I got that. I ordered that. Well, my brother ordered it for me. That Tabakis that you was talking about, Ross. That am I saying it right?
What brand?
It's a brand. And he just got it. I know you said it's like it got real dark. I think you did like 3 videos on it. You said I think your stepdaughter took it from you, or you?
Oh yeah. She took my 30 ml. That's Triumph of Bacchus from Argos.
Yeah. My brother, he just ordered that. He was like, he said it's just a gift. So
get ready. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it.
That's what he's
gonna love it. It's gonna remind you of red tobacco, but cleaner, way cleaner. There's no oud, there's no incense. It doesn't have that pungent darkness. Bunch of peach and apple at the top with all the booze, all the tobacco. It's just so clean and rich. That's so good.
Yeah, he told me
you're gonna love it.
And my brother, he told me he'd kill somebody for that. I'm like, dude, for real? He's like, dude, it's that good, bro.
It's so good, man. It's the best of the house, for sure.
When I seen how dark our bottle was, I'm like, yeah, I want to try that one day.
And look, it used to not be as dark as it was. It macerated that way more.
Yeah, that's how I feel about this. This got real dark. This is the Perry Ellis Vetiver Oud. Yeah, man. The green one and the green and gold. It's my favorite one, and they all discontinued.
Yeah, I haven't seen them in a long time online.
Yeah, but the Vetiver and Oud, it's real dirty and green. I like it though.
All right. So do you guys know what happened to Mugler if they discontinue all amens, only left Alien, which is trash? Bruno said.
I don't know.
They discontinue all the Angel Men.
I do agree with the sentiment about Alien, though.
I've never smelled Alien. It never intrigued me to the point to try it.
I didn't care for it.
Was not a fan.
Yeah. Pure Malt was my favorite one.
Bilbo Fraggins because of following you on IG, I have Leonard Nimoy singing Bilbo Baggins every freaking day in my stories. Has me laughing. It gets stuck in my head. I don't know how many of you follow him on IG.
If Arsenal's not playing, I'm not watching the soccer game.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of soccer, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm not a soccer guy.
I like Premier League, and that's about it.
Royale America is current. It's a nice scent.
Yeah, it's basically an aventus type of DNA from what I understand.
Yeah. Unity. Clockwork asks, is Creed overrated?
Depends on the fragrance, but it can be. At this point, it's hard to eat. If you buy aventus at this stage, you're just buying it so you can buy aventus. Because there's just so many ways to smell like it. Hell, right here in front of me, I got Supremacy Silver and Explorer right here.
They better.
My top 3 creeds.
Yeah, I'll be right back, guys. I'm in the bathroom.
Yeah, go ahead.
My top 3 creeds: Royal Oud, Bois de Portugal, and Himalaya.
Royal Oud is my favorite one.
Royal Oud. I
haven't smelled Royal Oud in a long time. I'd love to get a bottle of it. Tablerone's very underrated too.
I love Bois de Portugal. Some say that Lalique Poron, the lion, smells like Bois de Portugal, but Bois de Portugal smells better. I like Lalique Poron.
I agree.
Bois de Portugal's some good stuff too.
I mean, it was from what I've heard, it was the signature scent of Frank Sinatra and James Gandolfini. So
I believe that.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And Himalaya to me, to my nose anyway, did Silver Mountain Water better than Silver Mountain Water.
I agree with that too.
It's funny that you bring up Silver Mountain Water. It came in yesterday. I haven't even sprayed it yet. I just got Zaharoff Mephisto.
I just think Himalaya is fresher.
I've been talking about it since I got the
cleaner.
decant. So now I got a bottle.
Himalaya is just brisker, fresher, more cooling.
I find it's got a creamy muskiness to it on my skin. Because I used to have a 5 ml, I think it was, decant of it that I ran through.
But I definitely agree with your statement about Colonia Club. I love that cooling.
It's like putting Florida water on you.
Yeah.
Anybody that ever went to football practice or baseball practice, you know what Florida water is all about.
Yes.
You know, it has that same effect.
Colonia Club is my 3rd favorite Acqua di Parma.
It's good stuff.
My favorites are Colonia and Colonia Essenza. Those are my other 2 favorites.
I'm just starting to dabble in them more. I only have 2 bottles right now, Pura and Club. That's all I have.
Pura is a nice, chill, relaxing fragrance. Futura is pretty good too.
The only one Creed I didn't care for, what is it, Viking? I didn't care for that for some reason.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't care for it.
My favorite Creed.
Smell like Old Spice.
It does.
I like Viking Cologne. It took me a while to get used to Viking Cologne, but I like it all right.
See, Viking Cologne is proof of you have to try it for yourself, because Justin and Grace had me convinced that it was awful. And it grew on them, but I had tried it before it started to grow on them. And I was like, I had smelled it on the strip. I was at Neiman Marcus, and I was like, this ain't that bad. This don't smell like toilet cleaner or anything like that. And then I sprayed it on my skin. I was like, man, this is actually pretty nice. I don't know what they're talking about. Now it's grown on them. They love it. Sometimes you just got to, spend a little more time with it, But Viking, man, that hurts my heart to hear that. I love it. It is neat. It is niche Old Spice. It is.
I haven't smelled Viking, but
I love it.
I've smelled Viking Cologne.
Yeah, Viking is my favorite Creed fragrance.
Because when I was in high school, I had so much Old Spice. That's why I'm like, I don't,
You wore that scent profile enough to where you're done with it.
Yeah.
And it's an expensive way to smell like Old Spice. I get it.
It's a better way.
It is. It is.
When I was in high school, it was all about Drakkar Noir, Michael Jordan Cologne, and Cool Water. That's what I was.
Jordan Cologne. Now we're talking.
Yeah, that Michael Jordan Cologne, it smelled great.
It's not like it used to be, though.
Really? I
got a new bottle. It's not good. I mean, it's okay, but it's not like it used to be.
20 years ago, it was a banger.
Yeah. I put that on when I'm running errands. That's it.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Did we come to a conclusion if Creed's overrated or not?
For the most part, yeah.
Yeah.
I can appreciate a lot of their creations for the originality and the quality, but it's only certain fragrances at this point that I'd be willing to spend the money on. Royal Oud being one of them.
In my opinion, Himalaya is underrated, but you know, most everything else is overrated.
That is super unique.
Yeah, I saw you talk about it too, and I love
that. Is super unique. A lot of people are starting to get their bottles, and they're like, "Holy shit! I was not expecting this." It really does smell like Sour Patch Kids, sour gummy worms, Mike and Ike's. And the thing is, the sweet and sour, sugary smell calms down, and there's this beautiful creamy vanilla underneath as it dries down. It's wow. Michael Dinsmore did a great job with that.
It does sound good. It's been nice chatting with you, but I'm going to get going. Have a great night. Yeah, man.
Have a good one, Kevin.
Have a great night.
Mark with the super chat at $2. Appreciate you, man. He says, Armand Tres Nuit Lyric Longevity.
I haven't tried it.
Is that the which one is that?
I think that's supposed to be Profondo, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's a clone of Profondo.
This is a unique,
it's the red Tres Nuit bottle.
Yeah, I thought it would be like a clone of MY's Lyric Man, which you would think from red in the name, but
right? But it's a blue fragrance.
Yeah, I never tried it either, Mark.
I did try Armoff's version of Pegasus, and my mom said I smelled like root beer.
I never tried that one. Al Haramine's portfolio series, Royale Stallion, that one's really good. If you want a good Pegasus clone.
Yeah, the only one I've ever tried is the Gold Edition, which is obviously
Rouge and Blue Edition are the only two I have tried, and they're both phenomenal. Blue Edition, even though the misprint on my bottle spells blue the correct way, it's technically Blue Edition because it's a clone of Bleu de Chanel.
Yeah.
But it's a damn good one. And then Rouge, Baccarat Rouge, and it's my favorite clone of Baccarat Rouge.
Yeah, man, they're beast mode too, so the longevity should not be a problem.
No, they're powerful.
Armand Hunter is fantastic, projects stronger than L.12.12, but doesn't have the sparkle of Lacoste. Are you probably talking about the EDP, right? Which I'm assuming, which is very, very good. Because the original, I have all three. I have Armand Hunter, the brown bottle, Armand Hunter Intense, and then I have Armand Hunter for women.
Do you have all of them because they have your name in it?
No, I actually got like a set, all three of them.
That's why he has all the Abbotts.
I figured you might be partial to it because of the name.
Thanks, Tltg. Love your content.
If you want to start your day off right, y'all follow Bilbo Fraggins on IG and just click the story. His sin of the day is he puts it on the front of the same video every day.
Oh, yeah? I'll have to check them out.
Yeah.
2021 event, this is a ripoff. Yeah, man.
That's what I've heard.
They're weaker.
Mine's a 19S11, my bottle.
Yeah. I have a 19S31, which is supposedly the best 19 batch is what I heard.
Mine's very pineapple heavy.
I'm pretty sure the only Aventus I've smelled is 2021. So.
Yeah, from that sample. World Oud is fire. I agree.
Yes, it is.
Best
yes, it is.
Creed. Have you guys tried Spice and Wood by Creed?
No.
Heard it's good though.
Yeah, it's kind of similar to Royal Oud, but it does not live up to the Royal Oud. I got to say that. But
Royal Oud is something I'd only wear on special occasions. I wouldn't go through a whole bottle of it in my lifetime. But it is the best.
Creed also just recently raised their prices too. I think Royal Oud's going for $535 now.
They did, yeah. You're in the $550 range for Aventus now too. I think Virgin Island Water is right around $5 something too. Like all of them have gone up to mid $4s to low $5s. Yeah. I was on the website the other day because I've been debating on getting a bottle of Virgin Island Water, and even the few discounters that have it right now, it's like $250, $260.
Yeah.
That's not that bad, though, I guess.
No, it's not that bad because I have a newer batch decant, and I still got plenty of it out of the 10 ml. I don't desperately need Virgin Island Water right now. But I'm getting like 6-7 hours on my skin, which I'm cool with that because you hear the horror stories. Oh, it's an hour, and I don't believe none of that crap. I got to try it for myself, you know. Yeah. People spew a lot of shit in forums, you know.
Yeah, well, I had that same experience with the original EDT, the original. People were saying, "Oh, it's trash. It's not that good. Longevity." I really liked it. I was like,
I get 6. I get 6. Same thing with virgin olive water. I get around 6-7 hours out of it. It's more on the synthetic side, sure,
right,
but the magic's out in the air. It's not smelling directly off your skin. The magic's out in your sea eyes.
I was like, why the hate with this one? I think it's good.
I love it. I have 2 bottles.
Hey Ross, are Muff Claude de Nuit Ciaz versus Acqua di Gio Profumo for dating in clubs?
Profumo hands down. You're still getting the magic of Acqua di Gio with women, but you're getting a smoother, more refined take on it, because that still gets a similar reaction from women that the original gets. Which, call it dated, yes, I agree. I think every flanker is better than the original, but my wife never gets more excited. My mom never compliments me more. My mother-in-law, so-and-so, my brother-in-law's girlfriend, than when I'm wearing Acqua di Gio or another version of it. That stuff just works. That's why they sell so many bottles. So that versus damn near anything you would have said, I would have said that if you're looking for reactions from ladies, you know.
What is your least favorite flanker of Acqua di Gio?
That's tough because I like them all. Like even Absolute Instinct, I think it's a very charming DNA, but I guess I got to go with that one because it's the one I wear the least.
Yeah, same here. It's like the most mature one out of all of them too.
Well, I actually like the seaweed and the ebony wood, that dark, bitter, aquatic tone. I'm one of the few that thought it was a great move to do something a little different, but not veer too far off, and seemed to be kind of polarizing for a lot of people.
Yeah.
No.
MFK Aqua Universalis.
I've tried it.
Neither have I. Do you have Yatagan by Karan?
Nope.
Never heard of that, Charles.
No,
I've heard of it. I've never tried it.
Mark asked, Cool Water Intense versus the Parfum.
I actually did a video on the original versus the Intense versus the Parfum, and spoiler, the winner was the Parfum, which is also featured in my 10 cheapies for life today. If I could only keep 10 cheapies, that's one of them.
Those were
I love
the rack stores, right?
I got it for $25 at Marshall's.
Well,
you can get them online. I checked earlier. Fragrance Net sold out right now, but they had it for like $38-$39 a couple weeks ago. I'm sure they'll get it back again. It's kind of like the happy medium between the original and the Intense, because the Intense is super youthful, mega powerful, bubblegum, young man's version of Cool Water, versus we all know what the original Cool Water is. This one has a little bit more seriousness to it, but still has all the freshness. You get a lot of the longevity, but it's not as loud as the Intense. It's like I said, it's the happy medium. It's more versatile than either of the other two.
Yeah. I've only ever tried the original, so.
Those are both good. The Parfum and the Intense, they're both really good. They're just kind of different sides of the spectrum, whereas Intense is super strong. If you're looking for a beast, it's a friggin' beast. You can get it for around $30 for a 4.2. But the Parfum is just smoother. It's got a little bit more spice. It's not a sweet blue fragrance like the Intense.
What about you, Tyler? Have you tried any of the flankers? I know you love Cool Water.
I could tell you I did not like Street Fighter.
Yeah.
But I haven't tried the other ones. I was just such a fan of that original, that I haven't tried the other ones yet.
Still my brother's signature scent to
What
this
about
day.
the grapefruit and sage flanker? I see that one pop up.
People have been on me about getting it, but based on what I'm hearing, it doesn't really seem that exciting. If I run across it, I may end up scooping it, but I'm not. I was seeking it out at one point, but the more I hear about it, it's kind of like, I don't care if I ever see it.
Yeah, I saw it today, actually. Okay, people love fragrance. American loves freshies, and Europeans love the thick, sweet, dark fragrances. Also here, people spray tons of colognes. Yeah, Americans do love their freshies.
That's why they're so mass marketed here.
Yeah. That's why I wish I grew up in the Middle East, man. They love to spray their fragrances over there, the dark ouds and roses and resinous stuff. That would be awesome.
I mean, you still get that stuff here.
No, I'm
Most
talking about people don't wear that stuff usually. You know what I
No,
mean?
yeah, they love that fresh stuff, man.
Yeah.
Shower gel.
Exactly.
One of my best friends is from Jordan. That's 23 hours away from where I'm at. And that's all they wear is oud. That's all they wear.
I believe it. I absolutely believe it.
In the high heat. And I'm like, y'all crazy, but that's what they wear.
That's wild, man. There's some ouds that work in the heat for me, but probably not the ones that your buddy's talking about.
No, they don't. He up tripping.
Yeah, Silver Mountain is underrated. Tyler, you don't like this, do you?
I think it's overrated. It's not a bad fragrance. I just think it's overrated.
I can't talk bad about it because I got it for like $105, so I can't talk bad about it.
I would just rather wear Himalaya than wear Silver Mountain Water.
I love the DNA personally. I like Mephisto a little bit better. That's why I didn't buy Silver Mountain Water, because it came down to getting one of them. And once I got this decant, I had to get Mephisto.
Bruno wants to know your height and weight.
What is my height and weight? I'm 5'7", currently 197 pounds.
I'm 5'7", 135.
I don't do flat bench. I have a partially torn rotator cuff in my right shoulder. So I don't do flat. I don't do barbell. I do dumbbells.
Yeah, I'm 6'3", and I weigh about 165, 170. Something.
I weigh 125, 130, but I'm also 5'7". So.
And I don't have any excuse. I have a gym inside of my apartment.
Lucky.
Got a gym right there.
Yeah, no, you don't have any excuse, Hunter. I get on you about that a lot.
That's true. Go to one EDP. What were you going to say?
Huh?
She was going to say?
I said 6'2", 268.
Big
So
boy.
I'm trying to lose like another 20 pounds.
I'm currently trying to cut down myself because I've been kind of doing a body recomposition for the last 6 or 7 months, where you slowly lose a little bit of fat, gain a little muscle. You kind of go back and forth in your calories. And I'm not super lean, but I'm also not super chubby either. You know?
Yeah, I learned, like, with me, my problem was junk food, man.
That's still my problem.
It's still my problem.
But now, man, I be buying that those like granola bars and stuff, and it's better, man. And a lot of fruits and eat a lot of salad, and you good.
Today's one of those cheat days where I just eat whatever the hell. I literally ate an entire bag of Twizzlers. 1,300 calories right there on pure sugar.
It's hard, man. I know people that was like, that's
but
like
I
really ridiculous.
Because I eat the same thing every single day, 99% lean ground turkey with carrots and with the jazz spice. I literally eat this every single day. That's how I'm able to. I do that so I can do shit like this every couple of days, because I'm so consistent with my meals.
Yeah. But as long as you're working it off, you good, man.
I burn a lot of calories, usually about 6 days a week. Today was an off day. My body's aching all over the place, and I stay home.
Yeah, I take an ice bath, bro. That's what my brother told me to start doing that.
It does help.
Yeah.
I've taken it before. It's been a long time, though.
And go to a chiropractor. I got a chiropractor.
I do. I go to a chiropractor every 3 months. Get an adjustment.
That sounds nice.
It's harder to put on weight than lose it. I'm telling you. For me, at least.
Well, it depends on the weight. To put on muscle, sure. To put on fat, no, it's not that hard.
I eat a lot of junk food, and my metabolism is through the roof.
It's addictive, man.
It is.
Because I was like, I know for a fact I was addicted to it. I know that for a fact.
Yeah, especially for me, I have a Taco Bell right outside my window, and I'm usually always there like midnight, getting a late night snack all the time.
Chick-fil-A and pizza is my weakness.
Chick-fil-A, they get me every time.
Yep.
Spicy chicken sandwiches, I love those. That's my go-to. Metal Rain from Banana Republic is popping up Burlington. Decent for something similar to Silver Mountain Water. I agree.
It's solid. It's solid fragrance.
Mm-hmm.
Now the question before about D&G, the one EDP versus Bleu de Chanel EDP.
Yeah.
In terms of longevity, the Bleu de Chanel lasts longer than, because that is the one drawback I get from the one EDP is it doesn't last very long.
Yeah.
The thing for me with the one has always been for the situations that you're going to wear it for, do you really need more than 5 or 6 hours?
True.
That's
You know
true.
what I mean, that's kind of my thing with evening scents and date night fragrances. Do you really need 8 hours?
That's true.
Like now a younger cat that's staying out till the bar closes and stuff. Yeah, I could see that guy needing it. But somebody who's going to go to dinner, have a couple of drinks, maybe come home and have a nightcap with their significant other, that ain't taking 5 or 6 hours.
And 1 EDP is great for that. It is great for that.
And that stuff is very cheap, man. Like a 5-ounce bottle is like, I always see it in like probably be like $76. Sometimes it'd be $85, but that stuff is cheap.
It's good.
Yeah. Grassland's great, Bilbo.
I actually prefer it over Green Irish Street. And
Same. It's great.
It is.
I need to
That's
try
one of the better ones from Banana Republic.
Yeah, Tyler, you need to try some from the Banana Republic house, man.
I do, but the only one I keep seeing at my TJ Maxx is pure white. That's the only one I see.
Yeah, that's probably the worst one, to be honest.
Exactly.
It's not bad. It's not the best one.
Yeah.
But that's the only one I see at my TJ Maxx.
I seen the what's the one the one that everybody went crazy over the the green one. What is it?
Green.
Yeah, man, I seen that for $20 and I didn't get it. And I got on eBay and somebody wanted $88 for that.
I lost their minds. Look, it's a very good mild green fresh fragrance, kind of in the realm of a Mugler cologne, but not as soapy. It is good. It's very good. That's why you'll see it. People talk about it, but I mean, it's not that serious that you need to spend $88 on it. Just soon get Mugler cologne. If you're gonna spend that.
Yeah, but I got it later. Like by the time I got it, I was just like, because I started getting like,
it's good for $20. It's really good.
Oh yeah. Not what is it now? 23 because they went up a little bit.
Went up to $22.99. Yeah.
Inflation
is one of the best.
That's the best one.
I want to try that one.
That's the best one.
Oh, you got it?
Dark cherry and amber.
I got 3 of those.
Oh dang, dude! This came out. You already got 3 of them.
I don't play around, dude.
He said I don't play around.
You don't, man. But yeah, this is similar to aventus. To swap the pineapple with mango. It's phenomenal with the Udi dry down.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's good, man. Very
I need to get that one.
As far as rooms, but the tonka bean and tobacco that's number 1.
That is damn good. But man, because I got that at the same time as dark cherry and amber, and I kind of like dark cherry and amber a little bit more.
Yeah, my really better. But I know Ross, when you said that this was better than Blue de Chanel, I was like,
stand by that. I don't care.
I said he just talking shit. But when I got it, when I got that shit, dude, my Blue de Chanel, I gave it away because of that.
Dude, it's got so much more character.
It's better, man.
It's deeper. It's richer. It's just because you smell Blue de Chanel on everybody. You don't smell that on everybody.
Right, man. And I sold my Blue de Chanel.
I mean, I wouldn't have sold my Blue de Chanel. I'd still wear it.
I sold it to get 2 more backup bottles of that, or 3. I mean, yeah, man, because it's better.
If you have that, you don't need Dylan Blue. You don't need Blue de Chanel because it's kind of got a little bit of both in them, anyways.
But I already had Dylan Blue. I got to keep Dylan Blue though.
I get it.
Yeah, Dylan Blue has definitely a bit of special vibes with it. Something about Dylan Blue just.
Yeah, I like Dylan Blue too. I was late to the Dylan Blue game, to be honest, though.
Yeah,
don't feel bad. I'm late to stuff all the time because there's so many fragrances and only so much money and time.
Exactly. You guys have any experience with gray flannel and Halston 112?
I like
Hunter, you do. You have gray flannel.
I like it.
Gray flannel, man.
Never smelled it.
I got one of the big ass dabber bottles of it. You can have it. It's just sitting there collecting.
Man, I always get people commenting on my gray flannel review all the time. People still wear it. People still love it.
Anytime I talk about how I can't stand gray flannel, I get all kinds of flack because there's a fan for every fragrance. You know what I mean? Some people love, some people hate. I kind of hate it. I was about to say I don't want to say I hate it, but yeah, I just don't like how it smells on me.
Gotta be
It
honest.
just doesn't vibe for me, you know.
Gucci
Not to say
Intense,
it's not good for somebody else. It just I can't stand it.
I have no experience with Gucci Intense.
I don't either. The
I
only
want it.
Gucci,
Love it.
the only Gucci I have experience with is Gucci Guilty, and technically, and if you want to be technical, Gucci Pour Homme 1, because Bentley Absolute was made by the same perfumer rather, and a lot of people say Bentley Absolute smells like Gucci Pour Homme, the original.
It's the same thing.
Yeah,
It's the same. It's the same thing. He knew what he was doing,
Michelle
but I'm glad
Almeric.
he did that though.
Yeah, Michelle Almeric, he knew what he was doing.
Mm-hmm. Because Gucci Guilty is this, you know, it's discontinued, so they brought it back, you know, basically.
Yeah. Those are the only two Gucci's I have experience with, though.
The Gucci Intense for I think I paid $132 on Amazon, and then it went up, and then it went up again, and it went up again, then it went down again. So it goes up and down.
So FragranceNet got it back. Matter of fact, I don't want to. Let me pull it up real quick because I don't want to say the wrong price, but because I got the email about it. I just want to tell you guys, I already have the 37% off code applied. Okay. Gucci Intense Oud for a 3-ounce tester is $146. For a regular presentation, it's $163. After the 37% off, I have it pulled up right now.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's steadily going up and up and up.
How can I get it? I want a backup bottle for that.
So I mean, if you want to pay those prices, there it is. It's FragranceNet. The 37% off code is GNPL3. GNPL3. Yeah, grab a pen or something.
Now, I know Ross was really hyping up Roche's Loam. I looked it up on FragranceNet, and it's cheap. It's good.
I paid $30. I paid $30 for a tester with the cap. Oh, yeah, it's so good.
I'm thinking of getting it. It looks appealing to me.
GNPL3.
What was the last letter?
GNPL3.
Okay, 3 number. Okay.
So for anybody watching, that's the 37% off code for FragranceNet.
Yeah, I'm getting me another bottle of that. But I only wear that for special occasions too.
And if you're okay with getting the tester does come with a cap because I have a tester of Sport.
I get testers all the time if they
got the cap,
because they be cheaper like the
but it's not a big enough.
Oh yeah, that's
where if you want the box, it's only like $15 more. That's up to you.
But I mean, like I get testers all the time because they be like sometimes I actually look for bottles like the was it Versace Flame, a 6.7 ounce. When it first came out, it was like, at least at my mall, it was $100. And I got on eBay and somebody had it. The bottom was a tester and it was like, it was chipped. Dude sold it for $30, man. 6.7
too.
But then he emailed me and said, I sold you that too low. And I said, well, that's your problem now.
Yeah.
Both of my YSL Loams are tester bottles.
Yeah, as long as it's got a cap, I'm good.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Because I got a pet peeve about that because evaporation with your bottles just sitting after you start spraying them is a real thing. And that doesn't solve the problem, but it helps having a cap on it, you know?
Yep.
I hate like companies that don't have caps like Montal and stuff.
Oh, yeah, there's no going around that.
Yeah.
Or CK1 bottles. Once you put the atomizer on.
Yep. What is the
I
best?
like that CK does.
CK what?
I like that they do that. That they give you an option.
Yeah, you just but once you put it in, do you really want to pull it out?
Yeah.
You know, that's the only thing. That's what she said.
I don't know if I've tried any in the Ferragamo Uomo line.
I was talking about Urban Feel earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Uomo Signature.
I'm gonna try it.
Uomo Signature is the best one in my opinion. It's a sweet coffee leather fragrance.
Yeah, that's my favorite one.
Yeah, it's the best one.
Killer.
Dylan Blue, Guerlain Homme, and YSL Loam.
My EDP, Club de Nuit Intense Man, and Elixir.
Club de Nuit Intense Man's definitely up there. Invictus Aqua 28.
I took Ross's advice on the YSL, the one in the black bottle.
The Le Parfum?
The La Parfum. It's all these names, but I got it. And
I still haven't gotten a bottle yet. I got a decant right here.
I have 100 ml of the Le Parfum.
no, I thought you had that, Ross, because you did a video with all the YSLs.
It's the only one I don't have. It's the
The
only one.
YSL flankers are just it's like there's just so many flankers.
Yeah, that's true.
And then as far as my third one, I can't think of a third one right now because there's a lot that would kind of tie for that. Recently, I would say Missoni Wave. Recently, that's pulled in quite a few.
This one has pulled me a lot of compliments. L'Homme Riche.
Oh, Riche.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
That's pulled me a lot of compliments.
I got you on that. Office for Men's another one for me too. People love that one. Have me write it down.
That seems to be the consensus for Office for Men. Everybody that I know that wears that pretty regularly, that's their thing. Is it gets a lot of compliments.
That's what Jeremy was going for too, and it.
Yep.
Ron, bro, welcome to the stream, man. Glad to see you come in here. Hope
What's
you have-
up?
bro.
I thought this one, Ross. I thought you had this one.
Oh, I thought you said why. Yeah, I have Le Parfum. I love that one.
Oh yeah, La Parfum. Yeah.
I thought you were
It's a
talking
lot of
about
names.
why Le Parfum. Yeah, that's La Nuit de l'Homme Le Parfum. Yeah, I love that. One. Favorite
La
one.
Nuit de l'Homme Le Parfum. Love it.
Me
Very
and
underrated.
Tyler were talking about that one before you came on screen earlier.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Very underrated.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
That's my favorite.
I'll take that over every one of them in the line.
Me too.
I
And
still
I got it because of you.
That's
I
good
still
stuff,
like-
man. I'm glad you like it.
I still like that sexy sweetness with the original, but I'm more mature now, and I like that Le Parfum feel to it.
Oh, look, I like the Eau de Parfum. I really like the L'Intense. It's iris
Yeah,
and violet. It's beautiful, you know?
Yep.
But if I had to just get rid of if I was forced, somebody put a gun to my head and said sell all but one, they're all going except the Le Parfum.
Yep.
Right.
Mark said Alexandria fragrances versus sensual exceptions. I gotta say, man, I'm obsessed with Alexandria fragrances from what I've tested so far. Pretty much.
It depends. Some do certain fragrances better than others as far as clones. As far as originals, I haven't tried that many of Kevin's originals, but Alexandria has some really good originals.
Yeah.
Like their Hefe's line, for example. That's a really good line.
Yeah.
I love Forbidden Plum, man. Forbidden Plum is so good.
Oh, and Hunter, you were talking about Bang earlier. Bang just has too much caffeine for me. I prefer Monster.
Yeah.
I tried Bang once, and I couldn't finish the can. I was just wired.
Yeah, man. These things work incredibly, and it's a pre-workout too, which
But
is
a lot of my friends they love it. They live on it.
yeah.
I used to drink Bang. My favorite was Purple Haze, Rainbow Unicorn, Purple Haze. I used to try the cotton candy here and there. I've had a few of them, but Purple Haze, Rainbow Unicorn, and
Blue Haze is good.
the red, white, and blue one, Blue Star or something. I forgot what it's called.
Oh.
That was the one I used to drink all the time.
Star Blast, I believe.
That's what it is.
Monster Zero in the white can. That's my
I don't
go-to.
drink none of that stuff anymore.
No.
I drink it sparingly, but when I do drink it, I go for the white can.
Plenty of caffeine.
What kind of protein do you use, Ross?
All of my supplements, for the most part, are Redcon 1. I'm a Redcon.
Sponsored
guy.
by 'em?
Huh?
You sponsored?
No, I'm a tier operator. I mean, they don't pay me anything.
No.
I have an affiliate link with them, and I do get some free products here and there. But I buy stuff every single month.
No.
And I get a certain amount of stuff for free. I'll get a free supplement, free shirt, stuff like that every
I
month.
like ISO Pure. I don't know if you've ever tried that.
Oh yeah, that's top tier. That's
Yeah.
top of the line right there. It was back in, God rest his soul, back when my dad was competing. He was an Isopure guy.
Yeah.
There's nothing. It's strictly just whey isolate. No fat, no carbs.
Exactly. What's up,
Were you-
Butterfly
What were you
Gang?
going to say, Patrice?
You said what?
What were you going to say?
Do you mess with the Ryback? You know, the wrestler Ryback.
Mhm.
He got a lot of like supplements and drinks and stuff. His stuff is good too.
I haven't tried any of his stuff. I have the whey protein that I use is Ration from Redcon 1, and then I have the MRE Light, the meal replacement powder. I'll do a scoop of each with a scoop of their collagen protein, the collagen peptides for skin and your joints and everything. And that's pretty much what I take. I'll take a CLA from them with a multivitamin. Trying to think, what am I leaving out? Right now, I just have some Equate creatine because it's been hell to find creatine around here recently. It's been a container shortage, is what I've been told. Guess the container plants have gotten COVID or something. I don't know. So I take whatever I can get with creatine. Redcon 1's been out for like 6 months. And what I drink during my workout. If you ever seen in my post with a big jug I'm always carrying at the gym, that's a canteen. It's a hydration mix, potassium, electrolytes, and stuff like that.
My brother trying to get me hip to that. I just be drinking Body Armor all the time.
Yeah, everybody's got their thing. There's a bunch of, as long as you're getting some electrolytes and stuff, you're good. Because really, hydration starts the day before the activity. Because if you're cramping up, it's already too late. You know, you got to pretty much stop what you're doing to hydrate. Otherwise, you're just gonna keep cramping up.
Yeah, I blend like drinks, but I like mango and spinach. That's my favorite thing to drink together. Mango and spinach.
Mango and spinach. That's
mango and spinach, man.
First time I've ever heard of that combo. And look, I love spinach.
I just start doing random stuff, and I just liked it.
That sounds pretty random. I'm trying to think of who that has to be an original idea because I've never would have imagined blending mangoes with spinach.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, if it works, it works.
Yeah.
Yo, Tyrell, man, I'm jealous of you, bro, with the straight to heaven and tobacco oud.
Interesting.
You guys tried straight to heaven?
I'm not a fan. It's Justin's favorite. He just got a bottle.
Dude.
I'm not a fan.
I haven't tried any Killian's.
No, I like Golden Knight. But straight to heaven is very similar to Urza by Tiziana Terenzi with added oud. And it's one of my, I would say it's my favorite fragrance at the moment. I don't know if you have any experience with Tiziana Terenzi.
Just Orion. That's the only one I've ever smelled.
Isn't that one like similar to Aventus, I believe?
Aventus, yeah.
Bruno, what was signature versus Wanted by Night Parfum versus Wanted Black Bottle?
Interesting.
Most Wanted.
I want to see what you guys are going to say before I say anything.
I don't have any experience with any of them. So.
I got all of them except for Tonic.
So, Womo's signature got thrown in this because it's nothing like the other two, but it does do the same job. So I get it; it fits the vibe. That's a tough. I'm throwing Womo's signature in there, throws it for a loop because I want to say the Most Wanted because I did a battle video between Most Wanted Parfum or Wanted by Night Parfum actually is what you said. I haven't tried that one, so actually I was thinking Most Wanted Parfum. Of the three, it comes down to two of the three for me. With Most Wanted and Womo's signature. That's tough. I think I have to lean to the Most Wanted. It was one of my favorite releases from last year. Yeah. But Wanted by Night Parfum could be incredible. I haven't tried it yet.
It's good. I like it.
Is it that much better than the EDP?
I don't think it's better. Because to me, my favorite one is just the Wanted by Night. That's my favorite one. But I'd like them all, you know.
So if you're saying the Wanted by Night Parfum's not as good as regular Wanted by Night, then I'm definitely going with the Most Wanted.
Yeah, it's that ginger and that burning wood vanilla smell. I like it, but I don't think nothing is beating Wanted by Night.
That is their most popular for a reason.
That shit is just good, man. But Tonic was trash.
Yeah. I'm like the only person that likes Tonic.
I didn't like it, man. I was like, what is it? I'm like, this ain't nothing special to me. So
it's not special. It's not. When I say I like it, it's literally a like. It's not like I think
it's a personal opinion. Yeah, I feel you.
I have uses for stuff like that. It's fresh. It's easygoing. I have situations for fragrances like that. I mean, if I'm willing to buy these $15 Penguin fragrances like Ice Blue, he was saying it's terrible, I wear it out the shower into the gym. Of course, I got something for Wanted Tonic too, you know?
I like Rocks.
Rocks has been all the hype for the last 2 years as far as Penguin is concerned.
Yes. Rocks is good.
People always seem to bring it up when they find it. Hey man, I finally came across it. You were right. For $10, this is awesome.
Yeah, TJ Maxx. That's what I always see.
But I'm with Ross though. I prefer original blend.
Yeah, that's my favorite Penguin, bar none.
Unfortunately, I never tried any of them, so I feel like I'm missing out.
None of these three?
None.
You ain't tried none of them?
Not even Womo's signature from Ferragamo?
Oh, no. Those, I was talking about all the Penguins. No.
Oh.
I do own the Most Wanted, which is Probably my favorite.
I love it.
Yeah, it's good.
It was, like I said, it was one of my favorite releases from last year.
Yeah. Is it me or is YSLY EDP overrated?
It's you.
EDP does have a little bit of a shower gel type of vibe for me, and it is a little more, youthful than my speed, but it gets compliments.
Yeah.
I can't deny it gets compliments.
That's another one that the magic's in the air, directly off skin. Can be a little harsh, a little cloying, stuff like that.
Yeah, it is cloying.
Trail.
Spray
The
too
trail
much,
is the magic.
The trail, I do agree with that.
I do like the apple note in it, though. It's good. Does most wanted black bottle smell juvenile, like 1 million bubblegum style?
No, it's not the most, mature fragrance for sure. It's definitely more sweet. It's youthful. I mean, that's who they're not marketing the 40-year-olds with that fragrance.
No.
You know what I mean? They're marketing the 25-year-olds.
That's true.
Which not every Hunter's 26, but not every 26-year-old is how he is. You know what I mean? Where he's just this aficionado enthusiast, big time into fragrances. The average 26-year-old's got 1 or 2 fragrances that some chick said that he was into, said she loves. So he went buy the damn thing without even trying it and just sprays it on because this chick he likes said she likes it.
When I was 26, I was wearing Armani Code. So
that's still a good fragrance.
It is. I didn't have the collection back then. I do now.
The original Armani Code, I seen that at TJ Maxx in Perrysburg, Ohio, and it was on clearance for $30, and I'm like, I never smelled it before. I only watched 2 reviews on it, and I got that stuff, man, and I like it.
And look, people talk about performance. The last time I sprayed it on my hand was at a Kohl's, and this was like maybe 2 years ago, and people have been complaining about it's reformulated for 5 or 6 years now. It stayed on my hand for like 6 hours strong.
I got about 7. So
I don't understand. That goes back to what I was saying earlier. I don't need an evening wear scent to go longer than that. So that's totally fine for me.
Yeah, me too. I don't, when people make videos and they say, oh, it's been reformulated, I'm like, well, let me get it and see. You know what I'm saying? Because I think people they go off of what somebody else say, know.
Well, it's a case by case basis. You don't know what it's going to do on you until you spray it on you.
Right.
That's true. What about the penguin with cognac?
I don't think that's a penguin fragrance, is it?
No, that's no.
I know what fragrance she's talking about. That Kanye fragrance is always at the rack stores.
I tried the cognac fragrance.
I heard it smells like Invictus.
A little bit.
Wouldn't be surprised.
No, that sounds about right.
Mikey says, y'all going to be on for a while longer? We're thinking about I might hop on for a few.
I'm actually about to go jump on the shower in a little bit. I'm not staying on until almost midnight like I did last week.
Yeah, man, that was a long stream, like 4 hours.
I'm probably on for as long as Hunter's on. So
there you go. So he should still be rolling depending on how long you're going to be. If you mean a few, like 10, 20 minutes, I'm sure the live still be rolling.
Bruno says Givenchy Privé smells like cacao sprinkles with latex quality vibes. In the middle, there is no aromatic qualities from EDP.
You want to?
That's an interesting take.
Oh, I love that stuff, man. He got the stuff, man.
L'Instant de Guerlain. Imagine lemon, star anise, and cacao right here.
Yes, sir.
The great gentleman fragrance.
Yes, sir.
It just works.
Yeah, I need to get
like I said, Guerlain does not make bad fragrances. Although it sounds like Habit Rouge L'Intense is not going to be my speed.
Check out Sebastian's review then.
It ain't nothing like the old barbershop colognes, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is the original Perrielis. I love it, man.
Yeah.
I've never smelled that. I'm sitting there looking at the bottle like, what the hell is that? I've never smelled that.
It's like it's rose and vanilla, but it's like a barbershop smell, like a it's not a modern smell of rose and vanilla. It's more
that aromatic aftershave smell.
Kind of dirty, yeah.
This is actually my third favorite Guerlain, L'Instant de Guerlain. But the two before it are Guerlain Homme, obviously, and low medial EDP.
How many Cologne bottles do you have, Tyler?
What's that?
How many Cologne bottles do you own?
Well, let's see. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. About 11.
That's less than I thought. I was waiting on you to say 30.
I won 30, and I won another bottle of this. Guerlain Homme.
Yeah.
Yeah, my grandfather used to love that stuff.
How about what fragrance house do you guys own the most bottles from?
Damn.
Okay, John.
Mine would be either Guerlain or nope, it's Acqua di Parma. Yep, it's Acqua di Parma.
Probably for me, probably Mancera and Versace.
I have
Probably.
quite a few Versaces. Yeah.
Yeah, I got a lot of Versace, man.
I got Blue Jeans. I got the Dreamer. I got L'Homme. I got Pour Homme, Eros, and Eau Fraiche. So I have about 5 or 6.
Right.
I'm in the double digits with Montal and Mancera, but I'm trying to remember how many Kajal fragrances there are because I have the entire collection. I think it's in the realm of like 18, so it might be Kajal. But it's close with a lot because I have double digits with Raja Dove, with Mancera, Montal. Got a good bit from Prada. I'm double digits with Prada. With Dior, that might be the winner. With Dior,
I love Dior.
I'm close to double digits.
I'm definitely in the high teens with Dior.
I'm close to double digits with Prada. I only have the only Diors I have are Sauvage EDT, Sauvage EDP, and then samples of Parfum and Elixir. Those are the only Diors I have. Diors. Although I want Dior Homme.
The original Dior Homme or the new one?
I'm okay with either one, really. I know they're different, but
yeah, the two I own the most from is definitely Banana Republic. I own 17 from them. The whole time. And then Tom Ford, I own 15. So
I only got 4 Tom Fords, man.
I only have 2 for men and Beau de Jour.
Man, you need Tuscan leather, man.
But I do have 6.
I have Baccio Immortel from Argos, so I'm good on Tuscan leather. That is so
Yeah,
good.
you don't need it. You don't need it, man.
But I do have 6 dossiers, and they're all Tom Ford clones. So
I have pretty much. I have damn near everything from the. Well, not really, because I usually do a giveaway every month, so I have half of what they have technically.
yeah, I think I have like 25 dossiers. So I forgot.
I do. I know I have every single Tommy Bahama because those are easy to find, easy to get. Those are easy.
That's good stuff too, man.
Yeah.
I would like some Tommy Bahama.
Yeah, man. You got to go to do you have a perfume world or perfume? What is it? Perfume Mania? I think
Perfume Mania.
No,
Perfume
I don't.
Mania.
No, not
Yeah.
where I live.
Burlington a lot too, and
Yeah, they pop up.
a Nordstrom rack if you want to find like Martinique and St. Bart's and fragrances like that. You can find the Maritime line there too. You can find most of them actually in Nordstrom rack.
And even like the Macy's in my city, because we only got one because we a trash city, but at Macy's, if you go upstairs, that's where all the cheaper stuff is. Downstairs, all the expensive stuff.
Backstage, right? Macy's Backstage you're talking about?
No, see, that's the thing. You walk in, and because our Macy's is not big in Toledo, it's kind of small. We just have the elevator, but yeah, I mean, if you want to call it that.
No,
It's
they
just-
have the new Backstage, which is kind of like a rack store.
We don't got that. Nah, we suck, man. We suck. We are terrible.
Cleveland, bro.
Yeah, see, my sister lived in Cleveland for 5 years, and she moved back home. I'm like, I don't know why you moved back, but okay.
Well,
I'm already planning on going up to Cleveland and doing some sniffing with Hunter one of these days.
Yeah,
for sure. We got some stores like Saks and all that, Nordstrom's.
yeah. So we just got Sephora. We got 2 of them now, but we don't have Saks and all the other little special stores. We just got our, typical stuff, Kohl's and Walmart.
Yeah, that's what I got, Montrese.
Yeah.
That's all I got where I live.
Mm-hmm.
Most complimented winter menthol for dating and clubbing.
Montauk.
Honey
You guys
oud.
would know more than I would.
Yes, sir.
Honey oud.
I love that's the best one for me.
That's the best menthol fragrance.
Mm-hmm.
Honey oud.
And I got that because of you, man.
It's so good, man.
Yeah.
Can't wait. That look, I would not wear that in the heat.
Oh no, you can't.
Under
You're
any
crazy.
circumstances. It's too thick. It's heavy. Oh, so good though. God, that's a must try from the house. That's the one I tell everybody when they mention menthol. You need to try honey oud.
That's the only one I got from the line, and I got 2 bottles, man.
It's so good. Perfectly unisex too. It's a very wearable oud that really gives you somewhat of an oud experience. Like it's not real barnyard heavy, but it doesn't smell like a basic designer oud.
I like oud mason. I don't know if you have experience with that. That oud combination is so good too. And then obviously Intense Cafe. That's a
good one.
This is a good honey fragrance too. I got this because
Cavalli Uomo. Cavalli Uomo. That's underrated.
Man,
Cheap,
this stuff is good. Yeah, $30 on eBay, man, for 100 mil. I'm like, what?
Honey and violet.
Yeah,
it's good. It's unique.
I'd
Beast
probably
too.
like that.
Beast.
Yep, I tested it a month ago. I think I got like 10 hours on my skin.
Silver essence is really good too because it adds orris and violet leaf, so there's a freshness and it's a little bit more powdery. It's really good.
That's the only one I got from the line. I got 3 though.
Yeah, I only have 2. I have that one and silver essence. They're both good.
I just got that 3 bottles.
Goddamn 3.
Dude, that shit is good, man.
Yeah, it is. I agree.
But it was $30, man. I brought every bottle the seller had.
Damn, I bet he was happy.
I was happy because I seen your video. I'm like, man, let me check that out.
There's some cheap gems out there, man. You don't have to spend $200 to have a really good smelling fragrance. Because it damn sure don't smell like a $30 fragrance.
Nope, it doesn't. Just like that Mercedes Club Black, that stuff is quality to me.
Same.
All right, Bruno wants to know, Ross, did you buy cardamom bubblegum Godness Le Male Le Parfum?
I have a decant still. I haven't gotten the bottle. I'm getting it this fall. I'm gonna get it this fall. I don't have situations to wear it right now. It's not the most seasonally appropriate. That's why I haven't pulled the trigger yet. But I do have a decant. But I am getting it. Before the year's out, I will have a 4.2 ounce.
Yeah, I missed it on Amazon. They were selling it for like $40.
Wish I'd have known that.
Shit.
Quick.
Then it don't matter what time of year. I'll just buy it. That's cheap. Because it's going rates around $80 from what I've been seeing online.
That's cheap.
My most is Al Rehab oils. Never tried them. Tommy Bahama found a way to beat inflation. They are still dirt cheap. Yeah, still rocking the nice price tag.
Yeah, I've always seen it for $20, $20 to $25.
Yeah. The only one I have is Martinique, but that is my baby, of course.
Same, but they all good, really. But St. Bart's is number 1 for me.
Yeah.
I've heard a lot about St. Bart's and Martinique. So
yeah, Martinique is good.
Bruno, is honey oud safe around girls?
She's gonna want to know if you have the bottle with you so she can steal it from you.
Yes, sir.
There's your answer.
Yep. Montrese, you agree?
Oh yeah, definitely, man.
How's it?
My sister on the honeymoon, man.
Like barnyard or anything like that?
It's got more of this warm wood smell. It's got a little bit of that oud feel that you would expect from a menthol, but it's not too heavy. It's because it's so counterbalanced with sweetness and spice. Because the way I've always described it is take a little pile of oud chips, coat it in honey, sprinkle cinnamon, and then shave some vanilla on top of it, and then you have some warm amber as well. I know it's a weird way to describe it, but that's kind of how it comes across to me. You make that little concoction, and that's the fragrance.
This stuff is barnyardy, man. Like,
ooh, what is that?
What is that?
That's that. I was telling Hunter about it. The Ministry of Oud line.
I've heard of them. I haven't tried anything from them.
Huh?
And this stuff is good.
Oh,
they got real good clones.
Yeah, Paris Corner. I've tried some stuff from them, but I wasn't rocking with them, man. To be honest. I tried the not the Portrait of a Lady. I tried Santal 33 cologne, Rich Santal. Was not a fan of it. And then what was the other one? Rose and Pure by Frederick Mall cologne.
Mm-hmm.
No, man, this line is their best line, man, because it's quality stuff.
I've heard good things. I haven't tried anything.
Then the one that's a clone of Usat Moo smells just like it. But it's like it's like a shit ton of benzoin. That's why I like it though.
Really? I like it.
Because I got it from I was watching Smelly Cat on YouTube and he reviewed all of them, and that's why I got them.
Don't they have a Royal Oud cologne, I believe?
Yep, that was one of the first ones they put out.
Yeah, I never actually seen a Royal Oud cologne, so I might actually be interested in that.
Yeah, you don't see anybody really clone
because I already got Royal Oud cologne.
Yeah. Art says St. Kitts for the win.
Yes,
I've heard of St. Kitts too.
Yeah, it's good.
I never tried that one. Does anyone own Tltg Blue? It's similar to Bulgari Tiger. Love it and have been getting tons of compliments.
I've been wanting to try it. Joy Amin sold me on that. I've been wanting to try it. I haven't got around to it yet. It's good?
It's good. It surprised me.
See, I've only heard raving reviews about it, so I definitely need to try it.
Yeah, the only thing I've tried that is obviously a clone of Tiger is Black Panther by Alexandria Fragrances.
I love Black Panther.
Yeah, a lot of people talk about how great that one is too.
Phenomenal. I actually tested the Tiger and it compared to each other. It's pretty spot on. My fiance actually says that the Black Panther is stronger too. So pretty beast.
Yeah, it's probably a higher concentration.
Yeah. Like my neighbors is having a fiesta next door. Sound is going to bleed through the mic next time I hop on. Yeah, man, no problem. We look forward to talking.
No worries, Mikey.
We'll probably wrap this up soon too. We've been on here for almost 3 hours. It looks like.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be on the next stream too.
I'm trying my best to get somebody to pop in and say hello, but I don't know if it's going to work. I don't know if y'all keep seeing me go on my phone. Y'all probably heard it go off a minute ago.
You got a special guest that might come on?
Somebody in particular that texted me. I was like, hey, I'm on live on Hunter's channel. You should come on and say hello. Send them the link. So I'm trying.
Mr. Got Plenty said, just got MY's and Miss. Those are two I actually have not tried.
I haven't tried them.
No.
And I've tried a lot of Amouages, but those two I have not.
I love Amouage. That's such a good house.
I need to get.
What was it? Figment last week that you told me?
Yeah,
it was terrible.
Yeah, dude.
I've heard it was terrible, and you're like, oh, what did you say? Mildew dirt or something?
Yeah, like moldy dirt.
Yeah. Ugh.
Very animalic too. I wore it to a gun show before, which that's a good fragrance to kind of
that would blend in probably.
Yeah, it's a good fragrance to wear hunting.
I figured you would wear that Serge Lutens to a gun show because that's the gunpowder.
Mm-hmm. Yo, I ordered that. I'm still waiting on it.
Oh yeah, you got it for my recommendation?
No, it ain't came yet, but I got it because you kept talking about it. So
you went for a treat, man. That gingerbread gunpowder combination, a little bit of tangerine. Yo, Ross, you have any experience with Serge Lutens?
5 o'clock au gingembre is my favorite. I've been through two samples, official samples of Shergi, and that's the only two that I've tried. Of course, that's two of the really good ones. I have a bottle of 5 o'clock au gingembre.
Yeah.
So it looks like hey, you mind dropping the link in the chat, Hunter?
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, looks like I've coerced.
All right.
Awesome. More people. Let's see. He says, crazy floral on Figment smells like fruit and dirt. The deep dry down is not bad.
I agree.
I don't know what crazy floral on Figment smells. I feel like gunpowder fragrances before
London.
Take and ruin.
Never tried that one. Never even heard of it.
Yeah, me neither.
I don't think I've heard of it.
I've heard of Burberry London.
Yeah, obviously in English Laundry London.
Yeah.
Yeah. English
Which
laundry, man.
I think mine has kind of spoiled my EDT. I have the EDP and the EDT for London, speaking of. And I sprayed it the other day, and it smells a little spoiled already. And it's only like 3 years old.
Oh.
And it's just sitting in its box, and it's dark and cool, and you know what I mean? It's kind of weird.
Man, that's like my nightmare. Fragrance is going bad.
Because I have fragrances that are 20 and 30 years old that don't smell as spoiled as that.
Yeah. Man, the fragrance I'm worried about, my man Sarah Cedra Boise has some kind of particles in it. Do you guys have that?
No, there's nothing wrong with that. That's mine too.
Yeah, no, that happens at the filler. Sometimes that happens when they're filling the bottles. They're on a conveyor belt getting filled. That happens in fragrances. That's not
mine look like that too.
Yeah.
That depends on the quality control. You know, if there's somebody from the brand over there, they won't. More than likely, they won't allow that to happen. The smaller the brand, the more likely you won't see that because they're on top of their shit. You know.
I thought it might have been because of the naturals in it. So I think back at Adurs has that too. I think it happened over time, but it still smells great.
I know one thing though: the English laundry, the London, man, that stuff, man, that's like the biggest mistake.
No, that one, it is not anosmia with that one. That is just weak as shit.
It's weak, man. I'm like, but I can't complain. It was like $10 on clearance.
They're so cheap.
But I got way better clones than that. Plus, I got
but that's one of those fragrances that if you want to wear aventus to the gym, wear that.
Yeah, that's what I use it for.
You know?
Guys, hold on. We got a special guest in the house.
We sure do.
Ross got a special guest. Welcome him in.
Hey.
In and out. In and out.
In and out.
Don't say who it is yet. Let him pop on the screen.
Oh, you got me.
At least he got in.
He'll be back. He'll be back. Let's get to the next one real quick. There's the question for me while we're waiting on him to click back in.
Okay, let's see. David says, "Hey Ross, what's the best Mercedes-Benz fragrance, especially for summer? Choose only one."
I mean, I would assume I know who this is. He's a regular on my channel. I would assume you know what I'm going to say. I'm surprised you're even asking. This is definitely Mercedes-Benz Cologne.
That's right.
That's the only choice there. I mean, there's a bunch of good ones. Club Fresh is actually super underrated. I got that recently. But I got to go with Cologne all day long.
I really want to try
Our special
that.
guest is back. Let's welcome him in, guys.
Yes.
Welcome, Mr. George Zaharoff, into the chat.
Oh,
Hunter,
wow.
Tyler, Montrese. Hi, guys. Hi.
How you doing?
Hey, Georgie.
How you doing?
Hey,
How you guys doing?
great.
It's nice to meet you over the airways, Hunter and gentlemen.
Yeah, very nice to meet you, George.
Yeah.
Awesome. How you been?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm going through a house renovation, so I'm in an empty home right now.
Yeah, that's why there's the echo. There's no furniture right now.
I'm sitting on a stool,
In a dark room. On a ladder.
Oh, ladder. Okay.
So the only thing I have up is my portrait and a plant.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Hit him with the fan one time, George.
And then here I'll give you a loop to loop.
Yeah, it's empty in there right now.
Wow.
Bare bones.
Yeah.
But when there's bare bones, there's it's a canvas.
That's true.
Right?
There it is.
The
The
signature fan.
The fan.
Nice.
Gets hot in here. A little bit of drama for you guys.
You gotta bring the theater, George.
It relaxes me though.
Thank you for coming on, Georgie.
So you guys have been on here for 3 hours, 4 hours, huh?
Yeah.
We're going at it. Just talking
Yeah, we're
fragrance.
going in.
Time flies.
So what are your hello room? Hey everyone in the room. I can't read anything. It's I'm
So-
on my phone, which is like this small.
So there's something you can enlighten because they brought up how Creed raised their prices, and I mentioned how everybody's bringing their prices up, and I actually used you as an example with when it comes time to ordering glass, it's going to be triple this time because of the way inflation has gone. So it's understandable why so many people are raising their prices. You want to weigh in a little bit?
I think with Creed, I think because they've paid so much money for it, they're going to have to try to get as much out of it now as the new company, because I'm sure they probably went into. I should make assumptions, so this is my own opinion. It's not factual.
Oh, I just meant about the marketplace. I didn't mean for you to weigh in on.
No,
Creed.
I know, but I wanted to finish it. I wanted to say, I just wanted to add my 2 cents as well.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
If I may. Hunter, are you okay with that? Can I just give my 2 cents?
Yeah, of course, you're good.
So if the company that bought Creed, they're gonna have to make as much money off of it as possible, and then on top of it, all of the components, the juice. I saw in planning for the next 12 months, Luigi Morioli increased the prices of glass. Not only that, but the shipping it's unbelievable, and we're filling in France now, so 20% goes for VAT, because when I would send the bottles to the States, that wasn't included. With the oils have increased 30% as well, and so you're seeing these increases all over. And I had said to Ross, I was talking to him, I was saying that you're going to see a lot of the fragrances, you're going to see huge jumps next year. Because it's all hitting now, all of these price increases, and they're buying their goods for next year. And so on top of Creed needing to get whatever money they need out of it, the increase in components too. And so like I ordered 50,000 sprayers, pumps, because my cap and the pump and the actuator is all one unit. And that was last February, and I still haven't received it. It keeps getting pushed. Keep getting, and this is a French company that's known for pumps, and it's just crazy.
Yeah.
So how much did Creed increase their prices?
I know Tom Ford increased them quite a bit. They raised their 250 ml flacons from $960 to $1,200.
That's huge. That's
a big
increase.
That's like 25% roughly.
Yeah,
that's huge. Oh my God, for 1 year.
I know.
And that's on the bulk too. That's on 250 ml flacons.
Yeah.
The smaller bottles, it's technically a higher percentage, I guess, for like 100 ml.
And the actual cost to so the group so to give you I'm a little familiar, so I can't tell you which country, but the group that each country had a Creed dedicated Creed staff. And so let's take a country, let's call it country A, all right? The north, the middle, and the south. So you have an account, like a manager of sorts for the country, and then it would be divided into 3 parts, and you would have account executives in each region. So let's say you have one country with a team of 4 people, and they handled all of the accounts. The account executives, the 3 individuals in different parts of the country visit all the perfumeries. They go in there to make sure that the customers are happy, that there's testers, and then you have the head guy in the country managing it, okay? So when Creed first started, they had these individuals in all the countries. When Creed sold, they didn't tell anybody anything, the family, and all they got was an email saying that as of 2 weeks from now, depending on the laws of the country, you no longer have a job, and depending upon which country it was, you get this much severance per the law, and that was it. And these people grew Creed from the beginning, and so they lost their jobs, and so they went ahead and they sought out small brands to grow, and so that's where I kind of was able to become friends with them, if I could say. So I don't know what Creed is doing. They probably, let's say if they paid $500-600 million for it, let's just say, which is quite possible, maybe more. They need to get that back, and then they need to have on their investment, let's say 13, 14, 15% back on their investment every year as well. And so that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see, to increase prices 25%, where are you going in 5 years? You're going to have a bottle being what, $1,500?
It's possible.
Yeah, not going to go down.
And is it worth it?
Not at that price point. Absolutely not.
Like, do people see Creed as a Vutton or Chanel? Is Creed ultra luxury? Is Creed seen that way?
Technically,
Well, after that scoop,
in this world, technically, yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, it's crazy.
So they got to move a lot of product. I think if I were Creed and I was sitting in Paris, I was advising them, I would go into skincare, I would go into leather goods, I would do like Berluti. I would even do like leather goods, and I wouldn't do fashion.
I think they did go into leather goods, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, they did. They started making like leather cases and pouches for their bottles.
Okay. But not like briefcases and
No, it's fragrance accessories.
Yeah, not that expensive.
Because they're in the health and beauty side, and not cosmetics, but bath products, lotions, soaps, candles, things like that. But they haven't branched out beyond perfume oils, basically. So all that encompasses perfume oil.
Are you guys familiar with Berluti?
I know of the brand.
I think so. I think I've heard of it.
So if you look at Berluti's an old, it's an old-fashioned house, and they've really, that's how I could see but they need a Creed. You need you need someone who wants to, you know what, they could do it. They could do it if there's money behind it. They had said to me before that the Aventus is the one that paid all the rents for all their stores.
100%.
All their boutiques was the Aventus. And so is that what you said, the Aventus is the one that was increased, or did you see another
across the board?
Yeah.
It's because I looked at Creed's website about a week ago, and I noticed the increases, and then Hunter was telling us about Tom Ford's price increases, which that was the big jump, $960 to $1,200.
Interesting. Though, you heard Tom Ford might sell his brand. That's been
So Tom Ford is, there's a great interview of him on MSN, and he goes, people think we're a big brand, but we are a small fashion house. He goes, we do $1 billion in sales, but us as a house, we do a couple $100 million a year. It's the value of the name is where that is the value of it. But which is a dream. It would be a dream for any design house. What they do is he manages the branding, because Zegna owns all of his boutiques and the clothing. It's licensed. Estee Lauder does his fragrances. And so then he's got Luxottica, I think, for his sunglasses. And so everything is licensed out, and all he does is the design, making sure that the branding, the design is there. Everything else is outsourced to other companies.
Yeah.
And so he's looking for a buyer for his brand. And there are individuals and mutual funds that are actively looking for American luxury names. And they use Tom Ford as the standard. I don't think Tom Ford's going to have any problem finding a buyer.
I can't imagine.
But he's worth so much money. He made what, $500 million from when Gucci went public, cash. And so he's got so much money. I don't know.
Only time will tell what will happen.
Yeah, as you guys can see, I love this whole sector of the market, and I love branding. I love all of that positioning, and I love this stuff.
Yeah, you're like in the heart of it.
Yep. I teach it. I've taught it. I haven't taught in a long time, in a couple years, but I would teach it at Columbia. I teach students, branding, using your art and making a living from it, and how important it is to protect your name and, all of the intellectual property that goes with it. Interesting stuff, and licensing and all that stuff.
I'm sure it is. All right, George, we have a question from Mr. Got Plenty. See if you can drop some scoop in the stream. He says, "What's the next release? What are you waiting for? Take my money," he says.
Well, thank you.
Got something coming up?
I think that there's a lot of surprises, a lot of things coming in the future, but I can tell you that leather tobacco is is next.
Oh, wow.
And it's phenomenal.
It's wow.
Oh,
It
yeah.
puts tobacco to shame, and it's not redundant.
Wow.
Oh yeah, it is wow. When the first time I smelled it, it literally hit me, and I wasn't expecting that. Yeah.
We opened the office in Paris, in France. We're moving the production there. I was going to move to France because the Russian market was going to be probably the biggest market for me, and then we had the thing happen there, and so we're still going ahead with the production. We have the office there. It's a small little office, but it's an office. And so I think the plan is in the next 5 years, maybe to have 50 fragrances in the collection.
Wow.
And you're at, counting the first Zed creator from last year was what?
About 12.
12 fragrances right now.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what the gods of fate have in store.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm really interested in the Signature X flanker.
The triple X?
Yeah.
Is that
The regular X or triple X?
The regular X.
the regular Hunter? Have you gotten any of my Have you received any of my fragrances?
I only received the first one, which is of course Signature Pour Homme, which I absolutely love.
Okay. Thank you, by the way. If you want to send me, I should have your information, but if you want to, I'm George@Zaharoff.com.
Okay.
And I could send you a travel set if you want of the collection, just so you could experience it.
Yeah, yeah, I would love to. I know you have the rose and then the tobacco.
Rosé.
Oh, yeah.
Rosé is so good.
I really want to try that rosé
I
because
love rosé.
Ross
Rosé's the best.
loves it.
Oh my God, rosé is so good.
Send me an email, guys. George@Zaharoff.com.
All right. Yeah, I'll definitely reach out to you.
And that's the rest of you as well, gentlemen.
So I'm pretty sure Montrese probably has almost all of your fragrances, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I got all of them. He the truth. He's
I
the truth.
He's a regular viewer of mine, and he takes my opinion pretty seriously from what I've learned. So I'm pretty sure he's got them.
Thank you, Montrese. I appreciate it.
Well,
Do you have the Zed creators? Montrese?
I'm sorry, what you say, sir?
Do you have were you able to get the Zed creators back then with Ross's fragrance?
Nah, I just,
Oh damn!
no, just brought them. I just brought them though.
Mm-hmm.
All the fragrances that he talked about, I just got them.
Oh,
You know?
you have.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
last week, George, I did kind of throw this one out there a little bit because he was asking me about marijuana fragrances.
Uh-huh.
So I brought up what's coming in the future
Got a sneak peek.
with the signature, and I'm not going to say the name, but the marijuana fragrance.
Yeah. It's I'm not a smoker. I'm not, so I had to go to people who smoke it. But it turned out really nice. Claude Deer is exclusive to Zaharoff and to the line, and he's done a really good job with all the fragrances. But I think that it's all offshoots of the signature, and so it's a blessing. I'm very grateful, and I'm grateful for all the support from everybody. Very grateful for it. What are your scents of the days, if I may ask everybody?
I'm rocking Tom Ford Costa Azura today.
Okay.
I'm
Costa
wearing
Azura,
Costa Azura.
Costa Azura, okay.
Yeah.
Tyler, you were going?
Givenchy, gentlemen.
Hi, Tyler. All right.
Versace Hawas.
Oh.
Montrez?
What are you rocking?
Versace Flame. I'm wearing Flame today.
Eros Flame.
Yeah.
I'm wearing my citrine today.
That's what I was about to ask. What are you wearing?
Yeah, at the gym, it smells really good when you get heated up and I'm smelling the citrus. It's really awesome. Did you say that Tom Ford went up to 1,100?
1,200. The flacons did.
Okay.
The higher, like the F and Fabulous line, that kind of line.
Okay.
Yeah, the private blend stuff.
Do you know that must also be the retailers? You know, people aren't shopping as much, the brick and mortars, and so as they close stores or they decrease the distribution, they have to still make more for the infrastructure that they have. I can't imagine what the bigger companies. My God, like these big companies that rely on Macy's and Nordstrom and Neiman's, I can't imagine what they're going through because it must be a nightmare, especially with the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
Can't imagine.
Yeah, neither could I.
And the pandemic kind of messed a lot of stuff up.
It did. And you know, like when you go into a department store, the windows, the end caps, meaning the ends when you walk in and you see the end caps of the department store where they have their fragrance, launches and all that. That's out a year out. And so when you have the pandemic coming, all of those launches, I think about all of the launches that didn't happen, and it's not like they could hold the goods because the companies plan 3-4 years into the future. And so I can't imagine what a clusterfuck that must have had. I can't imagine it. Jesus, I can't imagine it.
No, me neither. It's not looking good. That's all I can say.
So, well, are you in that sector? Are you in that?
And what, the business?
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about as a consumer. It's not looking good.
Okay, yeah. So, and when I try to think of the future of fragrance, this is the only space. It's this.
Yeah.
There's no other, unless you guys think of. There's no other. This is the future.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, the average consumer still starts in brick and mortar. They walk into a Macy's and places like that. But if they start to get into it beyond wanting just one fragrance, it's so easy to just type in a search bar and you start pulling up content across the social media platforms. And then you learn about all these other avenues to save a little money to get the same fragrances. And that's what's killing brick and mortar. That's what's slowly going to kill it.
Yeah, I mean, all of my Valentino, my Balenciaga, all the clothes and stuff that I buy, shoes, I go online and if I find a boutique in Milan and then one in Rome and one in Sydney, Australia, back in the day when I was in the 1800s, when you guys were all babies, the Neiman's, you'd have a Neiman's, a Saks, and a Nordstrom in the city, and each one would have St. John, a women's St. John suit, and each one would have a different color. I mean, they competed like that in a city, but now you're competing with, you're competing with a store in Cape Town or a boutique in Milan. And people, you have a pair of Valentino shoes for $1,000 at Michigan Avenue, and the one in Milan decides to mark it down 30%. That business is going there. And that's the same for fragrance.
Yeah, Denny says consumers are going to buy in person by smell or buy online by good marketing. Shout out.
Pretty accurate right there.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. That's what us influencers definitely made a big impact on fragrances in general, especially during the pandemic when you couldn't smell anything too.
Right.
That's the thing. You find people you relate to. You learn that they have similar taste to you, and that's going to be whose opinion you value when it comes time to wanting to buy something new. Or you're like, I'm interested in this. Let me see what so and so think about before I do it.
That's what I did with when I found Hunter's channel.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm grateful for all you guys, all you content creators, because I know it's hard work, you know. So
yeah, always testing new stuff.
Well, the thing is, when you're really into it, there's nothing work about it. No matter how many hours it takes to do the whole process, it's all fun. You know.
Yeah, that too. But
It's all fun.
I appreciate all you guys, though.
We appreciate you, my man. We appreciate you.
We wouldn't be here without you guys, man. That's for sure. But what about George? You're not you don't sell your products in brick and mortar stores, right? I know you used to sell in Nordstrom. But...
So I sold to. I have been doing this since I was 20.
Yeah.
I sold to Nordstrom and Neiman's and Bergdorf's, and I had a license with Brooks Brothers. I've been doing this a very long time. I did clothing, and I never sold online ever. Never, not even up until a week. Up until the pandemic, I didn't sell online. I never opened. Everything went to the retailers, to the brick and mortar, because that was my whole life.
Yeah.
A week into the pandemic, we ran out of product at Nordstrom, and I, for the first time, I put my online store up, and all of a sudden, it was just, Nordstrom takes 60% of the sale. And then they added 10% COVID handling fee at that time. So if you sell a $100 bottle of perfume, you make 20, and they make the 80 because of all the marketing and all of the stuff that goes into it and the negotiations and it's just like I don't know. I didn't look back. It was like I didn't need it. And I haven't opened any retailers in the United States. There's stores that want it, I won't give it. I open outside the United States retailers and perfumeries, but the US I'm not. No, it's just me.
Yeah, you probably don't need to. I'm sure your company's selling phenomenal just online.
Knock on wood. I just gotta keep serving my customer and coming out with good fragrances, and I hope so. I hope I could continue to do that.
Yeah.
But that's with a lot of small brands, like a lot of niche, smaller brands. Back in the day, Nordstrom used to protect those brands. But now you don't see any special brands in the stores anymore because it's all about their survival.
Yeah.
They'll say, George, they'll come to a small brand and they'll be like, George, you need for me to invest in Zaharoff or to anybody, you have to turn the same amount of Tom Ford or a Chanel, and that's not. It's not possible. You just can't do it.
Yeah.
And that's what made Nordstrom's and Neiman's special. But Nordstrom got rid of all of their buyers. They used to have buyers in regions. They got rid of them. They moved them to Seattle. And then they got rid of those. And so to even try to talk to somebody, they're so overwhelmed that they don't want to bother. And so it's I'm sorry, did I interrupt you, Ross?
No, you were talking. I wanted to tell Matthew, I wanted to introduce him to the unicorn of the business side of the perfume world, George Zaharoff.
Hi, Matthew.
The one business owner that's active in this space, in our space, the social media space. Others come in here and there, but nobody's as active as this man on camera.
That's true.
I don't mind sharing information, and I don't mind it. I think like I said, I think that in the early 90s, up until the 90s, you had the Lancomes and the Estee Lauders of the world, and then it shifted to the collections and the perfumers having their own brands. And now I think that we're moving towards the influencer brands. I think that you guys are going to have your own little empires. And I think it's going to happen faster than people may think.
Yeah, it's already happening. Quite a lot of influencers are coming out with their own brand. Like You Smells Good, Eugene. Hopefully his brand does good.
Shout out to Eugene. He was in Joe's live earlier.
Yeah.
And all you need is one company. All you need is a Cody to go grab a Eugene, and you're going to see the whole space. You're going to be seeing companies just grabbing just grabbing content creators and just to throw the dice and throw some money at it just to try it. And I think that's what's gonna. I see it happen. It's coming. It's coming.
Yeah.
It's exciting.
I will be doing women's fragrances very soon. I got a lot of companies asking me about that too.
About you, Hunter?
You said what?
What did you say? What did you say, Hunter?
I just got a comment saying I would love to see Hunter review women's fragrances. Yeah, I do need to because I would open up a whole nother audience.
You know what? Is there a channel? There's, every time I've been in this space for 3 years, and every time I open my YouTube, there's another channel that I never saw before with 10,000, 12,000 subscribers. You're like, holy cow! Are there any male review channels that do female fragrances?
It's sporadic. Yeah. I've done, like, I can only use myself for example. I've done my share of videos. I don't do them all the time. Only 4% of my subscriber base is female. Yeah.
How did they perform for you, the female?
Poorly most of the time. But I do them on occasion. Anytime Heidi gets, once we revamp and she gets a handful or so of things, if there's some real good hits in there, I'll maybe do another video relating to some of the stuff her and I have been enjoying on her, or for certain situations for dinner or something like that, which she has been getting a few things recently. So I may be doing a video soon.
Not a bad idea.
Interesting. Anyway.
So George, this is a regular question. Is your brand niche?
I'd like to think I'm niche. I own it. I design it. I do everything myself. I finance it. I'd like to think I was niche. I don't think I'm indie.
No.
I definitely think you're niche. Definitely.
From a quality standpoint for the goods, it's undeniable. But he used to be a design house back when he did clothing and everything.
Yeah.
The thing that I think brings you more back into the design realm is you're starting to get back into leather goods. And you have your tobacco products. So because you're branching out, I think the way I look at it is you were niche when it was just the fragrances. Your quality is still what we all consider niche. But you're starting to branch out more, and it's starting to bring you back into being a design house. That's just the highest of quality design house. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and Zaharoff has always thrived in entry-level luxury. Would be to give us something that's luxury, but at an entry-level price. Mm-hmm. And so even with my clothing, everything over the 30 years, I've always been able to thrive in that space.
Yeah.
So perhaps niche designer, just call me, I'm just George, I guess. But I appreciate you having me on. Please, George at Zaharoff.com. Hunter, you gentlemen, if there's anything you guys want, I'm here. I'm very grateful for having me. Thank you, Hunter, Ross, Maurice, everybody, guys.
Thank you for doing this, Georgie.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
For the record, I didn't have to twist his arm much. I just kind of said, please, and here he came.
He said, please, and I go, I feel strange going on Hunter because I've never met him. And
well, he's like, but I don't know them. I'm like, they're good. I listed everybody's names. I said, come on, please. I said, make everybody's day. Come on.
So I made my day, made my night. So thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
Thanks
George.
for coming, George.
Oh, thank you so much. Great to meet you.
Many blessings. Bye, guys. Thank you, Rome. Thank you.
Bye, Georgie.
Awesome.
Thought that'd be a nice little surprise.
That was a treat.
Yeah.
He's a wealth of knowledge, and he always wants to help others.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's why I call him a unicorn. There's no one else like George Zaharoff.
Yeah, he's a real cool guy. I like people that, care about their product and care about the people that buy their product.
Yeah.
That was fantastic.
Show me down to earth too.
Yeah.
He's awesome. He's hilarious. The more he gets to know you, the more he'll cut up. He's hilarious.
Yeah, there's not many.
I felt we were getting real comfortable there talking, and it was great.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a lot to share, a lot of experiences from trials and tribulations. He's failed, just like every successful person has failed at some point,
Yep. Yep.
You learn what not to do and what you could have did better, and you try again.
Exactly.
Well, I know everything he dropped, I'm buying. I know that. So,
Well, he doesn't put out bad fragrances. He just does
not
not.
at all.
I get flack for talking for review. This has been recent. I get flack for reviewing his fragrances because he's my friend. He makes world-class products. I'm just sharing my opinion on it. You know what I mean? I know long before the fragrances ever get poured into a bottle, I've been through the modification process on the different variations of the fragrance. I know what fragrance is coming out years before it comes out. I'm privileged and blessed and thankful for that. It's not just me. There's several other people that get to do this testing process for him, but I know long before I ever get my bottle that you see on camera exactly everything about the fragrance. So I'm literally getting the bottle, and now it's time to do the video to show people that like to watch me. Here's what's new from Zaharoff. And I never say you need to buy this. If it's really good, I say you should try it. You can get samples from Zaharoff for a couple dollars. I'm not coercing people to buy bottles. I'm coercing you to just give it a try. If you don't like it, you don't like it,
I really want to try that rosé. You sold me
You
on
got
it.
to.
It's amazing.
You got to, man.
There's no other rose fragrance like it. It's so incense heavy and so well blended.
I love incense.
Oh,
Well, you'll love this then, because it's this. What he wanted to bring to life in this fragrance was an actual rose incense from Greece, his home country, that they use in the churches in Greece.
yeah.
So there was actual rose incense that was sourced from Greece, shipped to Claude, and said, "Make this for me." Basically, is what it is. And Claude put his magic to it and created what we have now as signature rosé. It's amazing. It's so good.
Yeah, I have to smell that. Appreciate that, Denny. Glad you can trust my nose. Later, G, talking to George, of course.
Oh. Good night. Wow.
Yeah, Tyler. So hit him up, man. You definitely got to try some of his stuff. I do too.
Yeah, George is a good guy. He wants everybody to experience the creations. He's a people person, and he puts his customers first, as I'm sure you can tell.
Yeah, the crazy thing is, George actually supported me way back when I first started. So that was awesome. Like when I had like less than 1,000, maybe 1,000 subscribers.
The first time I spoke to George through Messenger, I had 40 subscribers.
Wow.
The day I got my bottle of Signature Pour Homme was the day I hit 100 subscribers. That's how long George has been with me, been my friend. That's when we started to, get to know one another and converse,
Yeah. T-Frag says, I'm heading to his website to spend some cash.
Well, look, TLTG FAM 07 will save you 10%. It changes every month, but that's the 10% code. The 07 is for the 7th month. So TLTG FAM 07.
There you go, T-Frag. Save some money, man.
Yep. And that works on all products. It works on the wallets. It works on the fragrances. TLTG cigar will save you 10% on the cigars.
Yeah, wasn't that the signature triple X? He didn't release that, did he? I thought that was
There was a set of decants for Royale, Royale X, and Royale Triple X. There's potential in the future for it to come out in bottle form, but it's very skanky.
Yeah,
it's the crotch fragrance, I guess, is kind of the theme he was going for. But X, it still has that dirtiness to it, but it's still very clean at the top at the same time. Like it smells like getting out of the shower and then having sex. I'm dead serious. That's what it replicates. It's the clean side of sex, whereas Triple X is dirty sex. That's in a back alley. Sweaty crotches, you know what I mean? It's an artistic experience. I'm dead. It's funny, but that's exactly what the story is. I'm dead serious. That's his artistic storytelling. Like there's stages to it.
Yeah. Is there a lot of animalic musk in it? Or
yes.
Yeah.
More animalic as you add X's.
I gotta get it.
Yeah, I gotta try it too. T-Frag asked if you could type that out for him, the promo code.
Sure can. Let me jump on YouTube real quick, and I'll do it there. Let me mute this. There you go. I'll do you one better. Let's see. Boom.
Got something special.
This will automatically save you 10% if you just click that. You don't even need the code if you use the link.
Hunter, what does the signature pour homme smell like?
It's a very good fougere. It has some very nice resonance qualities to it.
Mm.
A lot of myrrh.
Modernness to it too.
It is good.
There's a lot of myrrh to it. The oud's not overdone. The incense is just right with the myrrh, I think, because that's the actual thumbprint for that DNA is the myrrh oud incense combo. It's in pretty much every single fragrance from Zaharoff.
I like myrrh and I like incense. So I probably like that.
Like it's even in citrine. His freshie is amazing. It's based around clementine, sea amber, and an incense. And it's got a little bit of myrrh and everything. It's really, really good.
Sounds really good.
Yeah, you would love this since you love sophisticated fragrances.
Yes.
It's very classy. Very
You
classy.
gotta wear that with a suit.
It's funny that you say that. Angel in his CEO executive video he did recently, Cuba, that was in there because that's what it's for. It's my favorite fragrance to wear with a suit and tie. It's a very classy fragrance.
Very formal.
Yeah, classy, sophisticated. That's my style.
Yeah, you would like it.
Montrese, Ross. Yeah, Hunter will tell you I wear shirt and tie a lot.
Yeah.
Well, it's got a lot of lavender up top too, but it doesn't smell like a cheap lavender. It's not a cloying lavender.
Right.
It's quality.
Yeah.
That's, do you guys know any other cool people like George? George is one of a kind.
I call him a unicorn for a reason, man. There's none like him.
He's the truth, man.
That was wow.
I knew if I said please, he would come. He was like, oh, I can't get on. I don't know anybody. I'm like, come on, please. Be a nice little treat. Nobody's expecting you.
I wasn't expecting it, and it was a treat.
Yeah, that was dope, man.
Yeah, he's good people. I love George.
T-Frax says, bring on Tom Ford now. Hey.
That would be cool.
Well,
I'd love to have that conversation.
I'd be down with that.
Has anybody seen the Gucci movie about Gucci?
I haven't.
I've been fussed by the man that just got off screen a bunch of times that I haven't seen it yet because he knows most of the people that the characters are based on, and he's like, "That's so spot on. That's the story." He saw it on opening night.
Is it really? Because I've been wanting to see it, and
he's told me over and over it's amazing. It's so good and it's accurate to what actually happened.
Yeah,
and I definitely will take his word for it. So now I'm definitely going to see it.
Yeah, it's good. I watched it on Amazon. Because I'm like, sometimes they'll watch a movie and you be like, I don't think that happened. Even though you wasn't there, you be like, I don't think that happened. You can tell that happened. Like it feels like, and look, and I say I grew up in the streets, man. Perfumery is the reason why I got out the streets. So
that's awesome.
I didn't been in situations like that. I know how people are and how dirty and grimy people could be. So that felt real to me, and that movie was just phenomenal. I love that movie. I'm gonna watch it again.
Damn, now I gotta watch it in the next couple of days because it wasn't said to me in this manner. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna buy it now.
Is it on Amazon Prime or you have to rent it?
Yeah.
I wonder if it made its way to HBO Max yet. Because I don't have Prime. Oh wait, no, I do have Prime. I think Heidi got Prime recently.
If you don't got Prime, you slipping.
Yeah, well, I mean, we have so many streaming services, man. I watch HBO Max most of the time. We got Peacock, we got Hulu, we got Netflix, we got everything.
Dude, I watch Disney Plus more
Plus.
than anything.
We got Paramount Plus. I think I remember correctly. I want to say Heidi was on Amazon a couple of days ago, so we probably do have Prime. I just got to get the login stuff.
You guys been binge watching any TV shows, any series you guys are into?
Sabrina on Netflix.
Cobra Kai.
I'm currently rewatching Ballers. Speaking of HBO Max,
Man, I love being that.
that's such a good one.
I just finished Ozark on Netflix.
So my wife's all excited for the new House of the Dragon, the new spinoff, the prequel for Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
She's wanting me to watch that with her, so I'll probably dive in. I'm not as big into it as she is. Yeah.
I've never watched Game of Thrones, but I took a quiz onto which house I was in, and I was in House Martell, whatever that means.
I don't even know what that means.
Exactly, I don't know.
She's got pop figures of Daenerys with her dragon. She's got the full collection on Blu-ray. I bought her. She
I
loves it.
I know Lannister. That's the only house I really know.
Yeah.
I've never seen the show, so I've seen clips, but
the House of Targaryen. That's the dragons. That's the only reason I know that, because that's her favorite. Is Daenerys.
I've seen clips like the best of Joffrey and stuff like that, but that's about it.
Mm-hmm.
Or in Joffrey's case, the worst of Joffrey.
Yeah. Well, fellas, about 3.5 hours. I've been on here for at least 3 hours of it. It feels like.
I know.
The sun was still out when I started.
Yeah, it's midnight here on the East Coast.
Yeah, it's 10 o'clock where I'm at.
You can end this stream off with a bang with George Zaharoff. That was awesome.
Yeah, we appreciate that.
Well, I was going to stay on him because as soon as y'all heard my phone go off, because my phone's right by the mic, y'all had to hear it.
Yeah.
I was like, huh. I smirked a little bit. I don't know if you caught it on camera. I was like, I'm going to try to get him to come on.
That was awesome.
Ballers is fire. Yes, it is. I love Ballers.
Sure.
I love most things that The Rock does.
I do too.
All right, guys. Well, it was awesome chatting with you for 3.5 hours. You guys are awesome.
Thanks for having me again, Hunter.
Of course.
Yep, I'll be on the next one.
Tyler, Montrese, it was a pleasure, guys.
Yeah, Ross. Great seeing you again.
Man.
And all the viewers, too. You guys all have a great night as well.
Although George was still watching. He got to hear all the nice things.
Yes, thank you, George.
Yep.
Great to meet you.
Everyone take care. I'll
Have a
see
good
you
one, guys.
on the next stream, probably on next weekend. I would probably do it.
I'll be here, brother.
All right.
God bless y'all.
Have a good one, everybody.
God bless, Montrese. See you, Ross.
God bless. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.